Alright, there we go. The audio's going. Everything's fine and dandy. I really hope this holds up. Alright.
God, I hope so.
Welcome
I hope it will.
to the... You ruined it. Let me do my bit. Alright.
Okay, go for it.
Welcome to the first ever... Hey, if you want to take the reins, go for it.
No,
Hey, sell it to us. Sell us to it, Stan.
Welcome to the...
Welcome to the first ever Going Deep podcast. I'll be your hostess with the mostess this evening.
And I'll be the hostess with the toastess. Hey,
Our names are on the bottom. If you can read, that's fine. You know who we are.
I can't read. I don't even
I'm not going to
know
announce as if people know who we are, you know. I'm your favourite friendly neighborhood.
As always, we have your favourite host, James DeepPuns Jamie Jehoshaphat.
I did like the dodge away from our second name there.
I had to somehow.
James Jiminy Jeopardy.
How dare you?
James Japanese.
James is not Japanese. I'm Japanese.
Oh.
No, you're not.
Anyway, Black Ops, am I right?
I really hope
No, we don't-
everything's working.
Brilliant start. Maybe we should introduce each of us.
Nope,
'Cause
just
I don't
James.
know what's watching. But...
I said I was the hostess of the mostess. I'm pretty much sums that up, and I already said our names are along the bottom, so if they can't read, then boo-hoo. No.
Okay.
Because I can't read, how did they get to the stream?
I am James. There you go. We did it.
I am not James.
I am Jack.
I'm also not Jack. Which leaves only one possibility. I'm
Pizza
Liz.
Lobster. Oh yeah, Liz is here too.
I'm Liz. Behind me is Dan. Playing Fortnite.
We're making these assumptions that these people already know who we are, which I think's great. You know, like we say, like, "Oh, I'm Liz," as if they know who Liz is.
Nope, that's the inside joke. We never announce who Liz actually is.
Yeah. I never want Liz's voice to even come over in the chat at all.
But
I
that's
want
not-
people to think there's this person called Liz that we make up.
Yeah,
Basically, it's made up.
she's a secret fourth member.
Has anyone ever actually seen her in the same room as me?
Yes.
That's the only place I've
Multiple times. Even when you streamed, you were in the same room. So.
That's a very good point. And Deadpool.
I'm sorry, what?
And when we were at Deadpool.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant like she's Deadpool. I mean, I don't know where you're going with this, Dan. This is quite the bit.
She might be. I don't know if she does when I'm not around. There in Benton. Benton could be Gwenpool.
Oh, God, well, I'm looking at the chat right there. I'm glad we just got a bunch of ones. Ones and two. Someone put something in that's complimenting the stream, so it looks like we go.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
Go
already in
for
the
it.
process of doing it.
Thank you, great minds think alike. There seems to be some conflict in the chat already. My God.
That's only the first debate going on.
Yeah,
Oh
right.
shit, my name is still Lord Bin in Twitch.
Oh,
Oh, you've ruined. Actually, I mean, we don't know this Lord Bin guy. Wow, the chat's just so wild today.
God, this chat. It just gets out of hand. I think he's so cool. Look at all those symbols he's got. A sword, a star, a crown. God.
Yeah,
Hey,
why
it's not
don't you
the
have a
crown on
crown?
there.
And why doesn't my crown show up on the stream?
Because I don't need any more unnecessary symbols in the chat.
Oh, right.
I'm perfectly
the
fine to
chat
indicate
overlay.
moderators and subscribers. They're the two things that I think deserve notification. Not that you've just got Prime. A lot of people have got Prime.
I do love the fact that the actual chat overlays the word chat.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shh, just don't look at it. Don't look at it.
I can't
Just don't
unsee
take-
it.
Yeah, don't acknowledge it. We'll fix it for episode 2 next year.
Just oh, I forgot. The
We've
thing is,
already been cancelled.
the thing is, I removed the thing that like the option where it fades away after a certain amount of time. So that's
God,
stuck
we're-
Yeah,
there.
you probably should have kept that on.
God, this is a professional podcast.
I might just quickly change it on the fly. No one will notice. I don't know how bad it would be to change it on the go. Just keep it up, lads. I'll work on it.
I'm working on it.
No, Dan, I have to work on it.
Pikachu
look,
will
let's-
work on it.
And we'll come over there.
Oh crap! I broke it.
Yeah.
Chat box, there it is.
Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Change it from always show
never-
to 2 minutes. I'm hoping it'll be allow me to do that on the fly like that.
I'm just gonna play with emotes.
All right. What were we going to discuss? What do we put the title again? We have to make the
your channel, Dan.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can watch it on your channel.
No, I mean Dan's using his own emote from his channel.
Yeah, we can do that. We have the technology.
You've allowed external emotes.
You
You
are.
are.
It can't possibly go wrong.
Of course it can't.
Yeah, they could use dancing dittos and everything if they wanted to. If they have the
Dancing
emote.
Dittos.
There is a lot of dancing dittos. I've seen a lot of dancing dittos. I've never seen any GIF emotes being used. That I'm surprised at. But I can't actually find where they are on the all list. So, but no, there's been like dancing dittos, like dancing Pepes, things like that. What is that?
I don't know. It's a Pokemon.
Is it not the final evolution of
Decidui.
It's Dio.
It's Decidui.
Oh,
Mhm.
Chespin. The final Evo Chespin, or something like that. It looks a bit like a Chespin in
Oh, it might be
a
actually.
weird, hyper-realistic almost way.
But look, that thing we'll never get in Fortnite. Number 1.
Well, we could shave off a 0.
We could
And the
discuss
other zero.
Fortnite. I feel like Fortnite's a relevant topic. I think the kids have heard of it.
Yeah, what do we
cool-
discuss about it?
Well, it's a
Well,
game.
Well, we gotta
Go
give our
for
pro
it.
tips out.
You build forts,
Pro
sometimes at
Pro
night.
tips.
You know,
You're
for a
implying
game
we're
called
good at the
Fort-
game.
Yes. We're
But
great
the
at the
thing
game.
is, I mean, we haven't got our star player in the podcast, so how much can we really discuss?
No, I'm right here, Dan.
Oh, that's a good point, sorry. Our quarterback, I should say.
Yeah, you're talking about Liz or Alvin?
Both.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Both.
For a game called Fortnite, I mean, you build a lot of forts, but how often
Yeah.
is the game set at night?
They Save the World one is.
We don't talk about that, that's expensive.
And that one came first.
That's
so-
expensive.
It won't be.
It's true.
This is a budget podcast.
We
You-
bought, the maximum reach is buying a battle pass. That's been it. And
If you
even
don't have a
then,
battle
when I
pass,
paid
now
for
you-
it,
Yeah.
I haven't even fully justified it to myself, even after buying it.
No.
Yeah, I didn't buy it.
I'm hoping I get enough V-Bucks to buy like a custom skin, and that'll be me happy. That's more than enough for
And then
me.
you'll never play it again.
Yeah, I'm already starting to go off it. There's been like Solo Showdown that they recently released, which is meant to be, you know, their version of competitive, but I don't really get how it's good. I don't see much of a like, you know, like this your gold 3, your gold 2, your like silver. Like, I'm going off CS:GO rules, but I'm expecting something a bit more than just like you are number like 10,000 in the list of players. It's if you become the top 50, you get V-Bucks. Like top 50, there's like hundreds of thousands of people playing this game, all of which are better than me. I have no chance. I don't know why I'd bother. Get a chance to win V-Bucks. God, great.
Christ.
But no.
What a world we live in.
Hey, look, at the end of the day, they've got the major share of the market. They did the one thing that PUBG never could and made it like pop culture, like laced it with references and like made it accessible,
made it
easy
good.
to run.
But what about the Black Ops Battle Royale? How's that going to stack up in this competition?
Ooh. The thing is, I'm one of the very few that think I kind of like that idea, but I don't want
I like
it to be
the
laced with
gameplay of COD.
I haven't played a Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2, so I really
I'm already
don't give a
planning to
shit.
pre-order it because it has extended zombies, so automatically I have to get it. But I'll play the
Yeah.
Battle Royale while I've got it.
Oh yeah, for like the people who are into that kind of stuff, there's value there. But for the people who are wanting like, oh, it's going to be a decent battle royale experience, it's going to be the microtransactions part of it that I think's going to kill it.
Maybe.
You know, at least Fortnite is a free-to-play game. It has a bit of justification. But when you're paying 60 quid for Call of Duty to get, you know, a multiplayer and a battle royale and, you know, zombies, they're all like, apart from the battle royale, they're all rehashes of things they've done year after year after year. You know, like,
That's
don't get me
true.
wrong, don't change your formula if it works, but don't take
Battle Royale is
don't
not
take
that
the
much
sing.
different. It's just a free to play, free for all mode, just slightly larger.
Yeah.
Like,
I think the way they pick up weapons and it feels more like survival than anything else. Like with
But the
free
thing is,
for
I'm-
all, there's
like-
respawns and things.
I'm wondering, are they going to do it like a normal Battle Royale where it's third person, or are they going to stick to standard COD where it's first person? Because that would be new. I've never seen a first person Battle Royale.
You can do PUBG first person. I usually do first person mode in PUBG. When
But that's
I do
only,
play.
like, this is only first person, so people
Yeah.
can't, like, see your own corners.
Yeah,
and shit,
that's
like, they
that
can
was the thing. My biggest gripe with Fortnite. Even though I like the third person's definitely ideal for that style on the building and things. I don't like being able to look around the corner without actually being.
No, it's a bit cheap.
Yeah, it's a cheat way of doing things.
Whereas in COD, if you do it this way, you'll have only first person, so people won't be able to be like see your own corners. They won't be able to quickly get a cheeky look at where you are.
Like, but if they do this like Battlefield styles, how I'm picturing it, when they introduce the vehicles and things like that, and they said they're going to be doing that. It's like, I know there's people saying, oh, they're going to be OP and things, but if you make the buildings, you can hide in them, and you can make it so you can shoot people out of them. I can see it being interesting, but I can also see there being people who know, like, I know where this helicopter is, or I know where this vehicle is, and I'm going to crush everyone else who gets in my way because I've got this vehicle.
Unless, yeah, I suppose actually.
It's got to be well random and things. Yeah, there's going to be, like just in Fortnite, there's like tilted towers and places, the highly populated areas. I expect that's just going to be a thing because there's more loot there. But it is good for players like us who, when you're starting, you like to go to a more remote area so you can get a chance to actually pick up something before some 12-year-old builds a fort the size of a skyscraper, jumps off and shotguns in the head just for fun and dances on you.
Forts, they don't have forts.
They probably won't, and I actually prefer that they don't. I think I like the building in Fortnite. I just think it's like too overpowered for it. But I'm sure a lot of people would disagree with me. Like, and would say that's part of the game. I even remember looking up on Reddit to see if other people thought the same, and they just like, no, get good. Like, okay.
The way Black Ops is probably gonna do it, it won't be like PUBG where it's just standard shooter. It won't be like Fortnite where it's just build shit to survive, because it's set in the future. They're gonna have jetpacks. They're gonna have all that shit going on.
I think they're removing the jetpacks. It's going to be on the ground, is what they've said.
They said it's gonna be on the ground. That's fine.
Yeah, it's going to be on foot stuff.
That's fine.
Awesome. It's the technology and things that they're going to introduce to be interesting. Like the aircrafts and things, and like, will they do kill streaks and things? We don't know that. It's
ooh, that's an interesting one.
I don't think they will, but they've got the little drone things you can pilot as like a kill streak and things, or there could just be equipment you have as your your secondary primary grenades or something. It's how it's going to be a big balancing act in terms of what's overpowered and what isn't.
There's going to be a lot of tweaks made, I guarantee.
Oh yeah.
There'll be constant patches, just nerfing guns, nerfing everything.
I don't mind there being like a loot box element if it's not a paid one. I don't mind there being random chances of getting skins of varying rarity, but they wouldn't do that unless it was going to be a microtransaction system. And they're not. They are going to do one. It's guaranteed. They're not going to take it out the multiplayer and battle royale and go, oh, there you go. You paid £60. We don't want to overstep the mark.
Well, even Zombies has like fucking microtransactions.
Yeah, because to us, I don't consider removing a single player and adding a battle royale equal value. I think a single player campaign is a lot more value to it. To a lot of people, even though I'm personally not a single player person, I think a lot of people consider that more value than a battle royale mode, which is essentially them.
Yeah, I definitely would. I'm a single player person. Although I will admit, single player is probably much harder to do because you have to write a story, you have to make the AI, and so.
Yeah, but
battle royale, it's just another mode.
I think it's the minute you understand, it's not even like that. It's not. Well, I can't say I'm not game developer, but to me, it doesn't seem like as much effort to make a battle royale mode as it does to make a full-fledged story with like rendered cutscenes and things. It's it seems low effort, and then it's just gonna slap a $60 price tag on it for or £60 for us, and say like, oh, there you go. Oh, by the way, here's a bunch of microtransactions to pay for skins and stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was fine with paying for map packs and things, but like the stuff in like the last, I think Modern Warfare Remastered had, you couldn't get certain guns without getting them from boxes.
Like, if they have to put microtransactions, which I'm not going to like them in any way, shape or form, but I'd much prefer a map pack or something where at least I feel like I'm still can be with people who haven't paid and feel like I can still get the skins and the designs and the maps are for the people who want to invest more in, but I doubt that's going to be the case. They'll, as I said, I always consider a company, they're looking at graphs, they can see, oh well, we'll lose maybe 30% of our player base introducing microtransactions, but we'll also gain them people who are willing to spend thousands on skins. The whales, that are gonna absolutely rocket us ahead of having no microtransactions at all. So it's just, I don't doubt there is like some of the developers and things who are actually making it aren't thinking like that. They just want to make a good game, but there's always going to be Mr. Money on the side going, no. Oh yeah.
At the end of the day, it's Activision. At the end of the day,
It's Activision Blizzard.
Even better. Blizzard doesn't care about making money. Fucking.
They're about the
they
gamers.
wouldn't put microtransaction in a paid game.
Of course they wouldn't. That would be ridiculous. I perish the thought, young lad. Blizzard's a lovely company. God, I love Blizzard.
Oh, but
yeah.
as I said, I just think taking the single player out. I said I'm personally not bothered. I didn't care for Call of Duty single player stuff. I got in at like World War.
I don't care in the States.
Call of Duty World War. World War, and that was like fine. I didn't mind it. I wasn't that attached. I think Modern Warfare 2 is the one I enjoyed the most, but.
I gotta love Modern Warfare 2.
I prefer the single player stuff, although that was mainly because the multiplayer was almost exclusively against my brother, who was a screen watching, camping little shitbag.
That's why I loved it.
But I never really played the multiplayer either. But I stopped playing Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 because I didn't like it, so I don't really give much of a shit about Black Ops.
Yeah.
I do.
I don't care that much about it. Like, I enjoyed playing the World War II beta and things. I thought that was fun. Like, I kind of missed that kind of quick shooting play style that, like, spawn in again and go for it. It's, like, mindless, but it's entertaining still.
Like, I loved World War II, but I just think it's going a bit too far now.
Because I was never big in the Battlefield and things. I thought that was too slow and I
Don't take
it
that
felt
out
too
of context.
clunky.
I love World War II.
Oh, okay. The guy do go for it. I'm a big historian. But
it's got potential, depending on how they handle it.
Oh yeah.
I'll
Definitely. As I said, they said they were going to do like actual ballistics instead of the hit detection thing that they're typically doing, which is like as long as you're aimed on a target, it will hit. You have to judge the distance and things. I don't think it's going to be massive. Like, they can't tweak it that much. It's going to feel like an entirely different game. They just wouldn't, because it would lose that core audience of just the people who are interested in the multiplayer and the multiplayer alone. And but I can see, like, if they use the system they've got now for Battle Royale, imagine, you can shoot someone with a pistol from miles away just because you could line up the sights, not by judging range or how far ahead, like, if they're running along, like, judge the sway of it. I'm sure some people are like, oh, I prefer it like that, but there's going to be people that are just going to be way too good at it, and it's you're not gonna. It's going to be 2 seconds and dead. Where at least in Fortnite and PUBG, you typically can hear, or you get hit by the first shot and then they miss the next 2 or 3, or you get a chance to either build your wall high, duck, or shoot back. That's typically always the case. Oh, unless you're Rust, and then you get some 14-year-old with a sniper rifle sitting on the other end of the map on top of a skyscraper doing a dance. But
sitting in Cuba. Well, Call of Duty is Call of Duty. We'll see what they actually decide. They don't like changing the formula too much, but they're adding a battle royale, so maybe they do want to change the formula this time.
They don't really care much about their game. They choose a formula because they know it makes money.
Oh yeah.
And now they know that battle royale works.
It's not a game-making formula; it's a money-making formula.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The decisions are not made by the developers.
No.
No, they're shite.
In a way, you almost feel sorry for them, but if they're getting paid a fair wage,
especially given most developers don't get paid royalties. So these microtransactions, so they don't benefit the developers in any way.
Right. Oh, jeez.
It just makes more money for the higher-ups.
Yeah. I don't know, it's difficult.
So basically, it's just basically your boss going to, we want you to ruin this piece of art you're making, and you won't get paid to ruin it.
Well, what I imagine it's like is they've finished the game, and then Mr. Company steps in, with his, like, $ tie and things, and comes in and goes, now we cut some bits off it. We'll just take a bit, we'll take that. Or, what are you doing with that? Oh, we'll just put that in this little package we're going to sell later. Why are you doing that? Skin styles, make them dance.
It's probably more along the lines of, we want you to make a sequel to this game, but we're going to give you half the time and half the money to do it. So they have to start cutting corners, recycling assets.
I'd be really curious.
And then they charge more for it.
I'd be really curious to see if anyone's ever just walked into the office and went, make Fortnite. You know, just do that, do Fortnite. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably, I don't, yeah, that, I
in
wouldn't be
so many
surprised.
words, but... I just wouldn't put it past them at all.
What else can we expect? Oh, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna say, like, I could have swore that maybe me and Dana was saying that I was looking for a game that's in between Fortnite and PUBG. I thought PUBG was a little bit too like hard. It just was unfinished. It felt too like where Fortnite's finished, but I feel like it's missing some things. I don't know what it is. Like I can't. I think the building in that's a little bit much. It's a bit too. As I said, I think it's a bit overpowered in that, you know, being able to run across the sky on a big wooden plank. You know.
How about Minecraft?
That's what. Why are we going with this? I said something in between. That's something even further off the spectrum.
Oh no, you could have like a battle royale server.
That's called Hunger Games since Minecraft. They did it first.
Yeah,
they did it first. If any, like, yeah, no, people say, "Oh, well, there was a battle royale."
Oh yeah,
movie
yeah.
and
Battle
things like
royale has its start in mods.
Before that, yeah, it was an Arma 3 mod. I used to watch people stream that a lot. Yeah. But no, as I was looking for an in between. Call of Duty might be that in between, but they really have to be careful with it.
They won't.
No. As I said, the zombies are zombies. If you like it, you like it. You don't. Some people say it's been done, it's overdone. I have enough of it, but I still can enjoy it. But I'm not a diehard fan of it anymore. I was a few years ago, and it was like the Call of Duty World at War. That was great, and then the one after that did zombies. Yeah, fine, that's still good. And after that, I was like, all right, that's enough. I've had my zombies. I've had my, you know, you got your Dead Risings. You've got your Left 4 Dead. You've had your zombie stuff. You can go back. No, stop it.
I still enjoy zombies, but I'm just me.
I don't think zombies is really gonna go away.
Yeah. And with the
easy to use.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. It's too popular to go away. It's still them people are wanting. It's still making enough money for them. And the multiplayer with Call of Duty, you know what you're getting. Like, even though, like, when they introduced the jetpacks and things, I think it was Advanced Warfare, I went, no, I've had enough. Like, they weren't even good jetpacks, they were just, let's just jump higher. Okay. It just felt so tacked on last minute to be like, look, we're doing Titanfall. No, you're not, silly. That's not quite it. And then they get to, what did they do the one after? It was like Black Ops 3 when they introduced the wall running and things. So I went, look, it's, Titanfall crashed and burned, unfortunately.
Titanfall 2, on the other hand, done very well.
Has it? I thought it didn't do that well.
No, it did really well in reviews and sales.
Reviews,
really well.
but I didn't know if sales it did too good, because I really enjoyed the campaign for Titanfall 2.
Apparently, sales-wise, it did do quite well.
Yeah. It just it felt like it went under the radar for me. I ended up picking it up like a good year or so after it released, so... Because I was like, I thought the first one was fine, but I got bored of it within the week. 2 weeks. I don't know why, because I was like, oh god, mechs, things punching each other, this is gonna be great. Oh, I've done it now. I've done it. Okay. Then the free running and that was great. I don't know what it was. I could not explain to myself why I got bored of it so quickly. But hey, I think people might just like more simple. They just like it's slow moving. I could see a guy, I point and shoot at that guy instead of climbing, wall running, grappling, all that jazz. People just like the simpler things.
Like simple rigs.
I think that if anyone's going to release a Battle Royale and do it well, I think Battlefield might do it. Even though I'm not a big Battlefield fan, I think they've got the best shot at making it and making it good. Like with destructible environments and things as well. But it'll just feel exactly like Battlefield, like it already does. It's not...
That's a very good point.
It's essentially already just a big survival. But it's how they're gonna nerf the vehicles and things. You know, you've got like tanks and that. Well, that would be difficult. Instead, you got like a Dune buggy and what PUBG. That OP Dune buggy. Right.
Should we go through E3 stuff?
E3 stuff we can do.
No, I think we should probably go through the conferences in order and what to expect from each company. I've got a list here.
You've got
so first up,
I'm
Is
terrible.
Electronic Arts.
Oh, my favourites. Where do we begin?
Well, Battlefield, as you just mentioned.
We're for the players and money. Who said that? Nothing. Nothing at all was said.
Wow.
But yeah, I don't think EA is going to do anything
Well,
good.
they're not going to ever get rid of the microtransactions because, as I said, FIFA has been doing it. I don't know why I didn't notice because FIFA's obviously extremely popular in the UK and probably in a lot of other places. But like in school and things, people go like, "Oh, I bought this new player in what do you call it? Ultimate Team," and I go, "Why would people pay money for? It's another player."
Yeah.
Like even though I paid money for map packs and things, it just didn't make sense to me. I'm like, but you've already got the players. I don't get it. I said, but why do you have to
Yeah.
pay for the players again? Like, oh no, but it's for our ultimate team. We go up against each other, so you can essentially pay for a better team. Well, yeah, but you have to pay for a pack, and it gives you a chance of like, this is ridiculous. Why are you doing? Even then, I was like, what is this? But like, oh, it must be just a FIFA thing. It must be just they're just into it. And then they're like,
No.
Call of Duty, what you doing? No,
Call of
bad.
Duty doesn't feel so good.
We've made variations of guns.
Warner Brothers, fuck you, Warner Brothers.
Jesus, that was terrible. Why?
Yeah, they did eventually pull out, and they're removing them, but probably
They pulled out before it was too late.
it probably is too late. But they
Oh,
they
it
did
is.
pull out.
Oh, definitely.
I'm not gonna buy it. I think I just out of principle for
I
me.
might, if it's like under 10 quid or something, I might buy it. But
Yeah,
I'm
if
not
it's
giving
going
them-
for like cheapest chips, then maybe. But
well, the Shadow of Mordor is like very frequently on sale for like 3 quid.
Mhm.
So hoping it should go down quite quickly.
yeah,
But anyway, alright, so
EA Anthem as well. Anthem's the only thing they'll
Oh,
probably
yeah,
talk about
Fire.
a bit.
Anthem.
The thing is, I love the look
Is
of
Anthem
that.
that one with that really sort of cringy fake co-op gameplay they did last year?
It
Yes.
might have been.
Where
It's
they
the
had like actors.
it's the mech suit thing and the not mech
Yeah.
suits, so like Iron Man style suits is the best way to describe them.
Yeah, I think it looks
I
a bit
haven't
like
watched
Destiny.
that much on it. Yeah, it looks so like it's everything with EA games. They look so nice, and I think that's the biggest draw. They graphics wise and like it's like oh, like it's like watching like Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was like watching the movie in some cases.
That
They
is
just
true.
and then they just stick in the microtransaction and go, you want to pay for this and pay for that. It's like no, why do you do this? I'm like yeah, we know why, it's money, but it just ruins it
Please
so
don't do
much.
this.
Yeah, please don't do this. You made such a good game and you ruined
Just
it.
stop. Just let BioWare go. They used to be a good company, and you ruined them.
Leave them alone.
They're just a
Stop
boy.
it! Stop it, please.
Oh,
Stop
God.
it. Get some.
Bioware just gets the door kicked in on them, and here they come, just chucking bills everywhere, holding everyone at
Who knows what-
gunpoint.
Oh no.
Who knows what the world would be like if EA hadn't got the license to make Star Wars games?
Ah.
If BioWare was still able to do it independently.
Yeah.
God,
Well,
that would be...
Battlefront to me was just a cinematic experience. It wasn't much of a game anyway. It was
True.
alright. The first one was fine. It was different. It looked nice. And it was like, you gotta play as Luke or whatever it was. I don't know much about Star Wars. You'll play as a Jedi once a year, when you get to pick it up. But no, there's like 20 other people like running to it like pigeons for bread. That's just battling over
Yeah.
it.
I can see it
Pretty much
now.
there's no reason to play the new Battlefront other than
No.
I was
like,
thinking ducks, not pigeons.
graphic.
Sorry, fuck.
because the previous Battlefronts are basically the same, just with older graphics.
That's true. And they're a lot
And it-
funner.
But at that time,
look
that
cheaper.
was more of a technical feat than it is now. Like, like that style of gameplay is like, oh wow, that's quite impressive. Where now it's like, all right, we've seen and done that. Let's up the ante a bit.
Nope, not allowed.
Like, they just they up the graphics and things, and it's if you haven't played the previous battle, you'll go, oh wow, shiny. But
Oops, I did it again.
it wasn't for me anyway. I don't remember. I don't think I bought it. I think they did like a free week or something, or free weekend. I got my fill of it there, and that was enough for me. I got enough pumes. That was me done. I got to play as the Jedi once, and went, wow.
God, that was fun.
And then, you know, I get absolutely slaughtered because I don't know how to play them properly because it's my first time.
Yay.
And then I don't think they introduced the, like, hero mode and things at that point anyway, so I didn't really get much of a chance to try them out. But that was fine for me, I had my fill. But what else is I assume Anthem's going to be their focus for EA. I can't imagine it'll be anything else. I would have to look it up, but I don't think they've announced what it's going to be. But it's guaranteed to be Anthem, and
It'll probably be a new FIFA.
Yeah,
FIFA
it'll be
opening as well.
sports stuff on it, a new Madden, a new this, a new that, a new another sports game that no one will care for. Well, apparently people do, but you know, over here it's like, oh, it's a new FIFA, and I like look at it going, I can't tell if it's a new one or old one. They look They haven't even done crowds right yet from the last time I checked. There's still like paper cutouts if you look at the wrong angle.
Oh no.
You know, like the crowds look like it's like you can see 20 of the same people in one frame. You know, like I understand, you know, it's a crowd, it doesn't matter that much, but come on, you know, you've got to spend your time doing something, not just working out the next payment plan for the new player.
Next up is Microsoft.
Oh, boy, oh boy.
I'm excited.
Oh, after selling the Xbox and going, wow, your exclusives were terrible. The Games Pass thing, I like the idea. I think that's a great idea. As a like last hurrah, we'll hope for the best. Someone please buy your console. Look at this stuff. It's not free, but it's as close as we can get. Before Bill comes in and kicks our ass.
Bill doesn't work at Microsoft anymore.
You know he'd turn up anyway.
Who's gonna care? Does what he wants.
What were they gonna be showing again? I'm trying to think. Sea of Thieves was
Halo,
like
maybe.
Hmm?
Halo. Maybe
Ooh.
Halo, Gears of War. Maybe something to do with Minecraft.
Oh god, yeah, the Minecraft stuff, they always show that.
Yeah.
Probably something to do with VR.
Maybe, yeah, like the AR stuff.
Oh, Minecraft had VR for a long time. Although, not officially, maybe.
But like that AR thing they showed last year when they were looking at the table, it was the year before, they looked at the table and like the characters are moving around and things, and that was quite cool. Like seeing it from like a bird's eye view. It was stylish, but I can't imagine why anyone would use it. Wow, that game looks fun. Well, I'm gonna take these glasses off and go play it now. You know, you could have just done the equivalent of going into creative mode and flying up in the air and looking down. You know, yeah, It looks fancy, it's on a table, but is it necessary? The thing that I thought looked good with the AR, which I've seen other people doing, is doing like the Google Maps style thing where you can see the arrows pointing which direction you need to go, like if you need to walk somewhere.
That's pretty cool.
That's cool, and then like showing you when you look at a building, telling you information about it. So if it's a restaurant, maybe reviews, or a chapel, it'll tell you what chapel it is, or whatever, you know, whatever takes your fancy, really. Nando's or a chapel.
This is the Bank of America. Here are the plans. Here's how to break in. And here's where you can buy some lockpicks and rope.
Oh,
no.
Great.
What else? Microsoft might show off to do with the Vive since they're partnered with them.
Oh, have they?
Really?
No, not Vive, Oculus.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
No, that's Facebook.
Yeah, but
Facebook was Oculus.
They backed them, but Microsoft also a part of it since they bundle their controllers with it now.
Oh. I thought Microsoft had their own VR thing.
Oh god,
They
I'm
might show that off
seeing a
after,
cat
yeah.
picking a fight with a bird. Don't do it, cat. Don't do it! He stopped. He looked at it, he didn't want to pick a fight. It was a big
He
bird.
did
It was a
warning.
small cat. I'm sorry, I thought I would just update you.
Yeah, he did
Very
your warning.
important.
But, I'm sure there's more to Microsoft than that, but there's not. Oh, State of Decay. They just recently released that, didn't they? Or it's going to be released either today or tomorrow, so I can't remember. It's a game. I've never played it. I don't
I'm pretty
intend
sure State of
to.
Decay has been out for a while. Do you mean release it on Xbox?
The second one, State of Decay 2.
Oh, right, State of Decay 2. I haven't played it. I think it's
Going
kind
as
of
a
like
30
7 Days
quid.
to Die. Kind of
So
like 7
it's-
Days to Die. It's a sort of survival zombie thing, I think.
What
It
I've
is.
seen of it, where I watched like a small review on it earlier, it seems to be just like a typical zombie survival game, but you play it as a community of people going out and you got like scavenge things and bring it back and essentially just keep people alive. But Like, I've done the zombie thing, I've done the surviving thing, I don't really want to do it again. I know I didn't watch the first one. I mean, I didn't play the first one, I'm probably not going to go near the second one. Yeah, again, it's another, like, Microsoft have backed it and they've published it themselves, I think. Where it's like, you've put a big name on it, but it's only an indie developed game, it's not big budget. And I think it's just another attempt at, look what we're doing, and people are going, no, you're not getting it. You're not doing it right. The PlayStation are doing pretty solid, you know, in comparison.
And I have
and
both, so I'm
Nintendo are just knocking it out of the park.
I have all three, so I'm okay.
Yeah. I can't imagine what if they're gonna say anything new technology wise. Like, you know, like, oh, we're redoing the Kinect. No,
you're not.
Put it away.
Stop. Bill.
Put it down. Right, you can do gestures and everything. No, we are gamers, we do not like exercise. If we're doing Just Dance, we're waving our hands.
Angrily.
I think Kinect was the one thing you couldn't cheat with doing it, because you could see, like, you're sitting down, it's like, hold on a minute.
Hey.
You know, it's like a Wii remote where you could just sort of flick your wrist. It's like, wow, you're doing great. Fantastic. Like, God, I'm a great dancer. Next I'll try standing up.
It's too difficult. I'm gonna have to take a rest.
They don't get me wrong. There will be people who find the fitness aspect of it entertaining, just as much as they probably find the Vive and the Oculus interesting. It's more mobile. Even I think it's a good idea for that. But it's going to be a niche thing when it comes to the Kinect. At least with the VR and VR, you've got, you know, you can look around. It's an experience all in itself. The visual aspect of it,
Kinect
not
is
just the movement.
More work.
Yeah, it's
more
like
work with no extra payoff. Hey, you could sit down and use a controller, or you could flail around wildly and get the same result.
And look like an absolute knob.
Yay!
Because I think everyone has that moment with Just Dance. I know I have. When you're going like, God, I'm doing this well, and then you catch yourself in the mirror or something for a second and go, Jesus Christ, what happened?
That's also the thing, that the Kinect is always listening to you. The microphone is always on, just so it can hear when you do.
I know, that would be a creepy, right, Alexa?
A bit creepy.
Sorry.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's fine, she hears what she hears.
And she wish she couldn't.
She wish she could turn that speaker up. I mean, the microphone up.
Right, next up is Bethesda.
Let's re-release Skyrim on GameCube.
Yeah, you know they're going to do something Skyrim
They
related.
better. Oh.
And maybe something Fallout 4 related as well.
Are they part of, or what's that new game that they're doing? They're doing a sequel of something. Oh, it's gone out of my head. It's like a Mad Max looking thing.
Rage,
that's the one. Is that their thing?
Yeah, Rage 2.
It is Bethesda, right? I was making sure. I didn't know anything about the first Rage. I'll probably look at the second one. It looks.
I played the
okay.
first Rage. It was average.
It was average, right?
It was very average.
Because did they do the Mad
good.
Max game too?
No, that was WB and Monolith, I think.
Because I remember people saying that was a solid game. It just got no attention whatsoever.
It
was alright. It got very repetitive after a while, though.
Right.
It looks beautiful. The explosions and things and the car fighting mechanics are brilliant. It's just, that's about all there is to the game.
Yeah.
Which is very true.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah, they're definitely going to do something with Skyrim. Almost certainly.
Yeah, I can't. What would they do with Skyrim now? They've done VR, they've done re-releases on Switch.
Mac and Linux.
AR.
AR and VR. AR within there.
You wear AR glasses underneath your VR headset for the ultimate experience.
But then the AR won't be able to see anything. Cause it
Exactly,
just
it's brilliant.
But the people buying it don't know that. They don't think about these things.
I generally don't know what they could go with now, because they've done, like, I was thinking, but they've done the Switch. They've done like handheld, like the mobile control, like movement controls. They've done that crap already.
Which are dog shit.
Yeah, I didn't even want to go near it. They've done VR. I genuinely don't know what direction it could go. I just want another Elder Scrolls. Yeah.
Well,
And you
who knows? If they do announce that, that might be quite good.
People say that's very unlikely to happen still yet.
Yeah.
It's unlikely, but not impossible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I want Todd to come out and go, we're releasing it tomorrow. We go, woo!
Holy shit!
He's a shitty mobile game you'll play for a week. Nah, the mobile game was not too bad for what they were doing. It was a good advertising idea for Fallout.
Oh god. Yeah.
Eventually, after a while, they did decide, okay, we'll turn it into a freemium game because it's not giving us any promotion for Fallout anymore. We'll just try to make some actual money off it now.
I'd say I only played it for like 2 days. And, well, this is a game I've played 20 million times before.
Yeah, it's got loot boxes and stuff in it now.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's got a huge audience now. Can't imagine there's still that one guy go, God, my bunker is amazing. Look at all my survivors surviving.
Amazing. I know that my bunker's amazing, that's all I need. Okay, if no one else plays this game.
That's like me with Duel Links, Dan.
Oh god, Duel Links, fuck me.
I
Put way too much time into that game.
Oh god.
Wait.
What else was it? Bethesda. Yeah, I think they'll just talk about Rage for a bit and maybe they'll re-release something. Fallout 4 on Switch. There you go.
Woohoo!
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, it hasn't really been long enough since Wolfenstein or Dishonored or something for there to be a new one.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
Because they've got Wolfenstein on Switch, don't they? I could be wrong. Might
Not
be wrong.
yet, I don't think.
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, not yet.
I don't know why my phone just said, "Oh, you're live," and it's just said that now.
Yeah, it did that for me as well.
I'll
Like,
pretend
James is live, thank god.
I said drop for a split second. I'm saying I've got a 0.5% drop frame rate, but that shouldn't be noticeable if it's just a video, like, not the audio. Because you're not seeing anything particularly spectacular anyway. It's a freeze frame and the odd green circle coming in and out.
For it to be noticeable, someone has to be there to notice it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was me.
You have electrical longboard and electrical skateboard watching.
Yeah, and I'll take the VOD off. I'll keep an archive of it, and you never know. We'll put it on the Lobster Hands channel if need be.
Yeah, that's actually a bad idea.
God, no hope in us. We are dedicated people who definitely didn't put this podcast set together just before in about 2 seconds and go, yeah, this is great.
And then wait while you try to set up the podcast 3 times.
3-4 times.
Yeah.
Every other time it's fine, but the one time like everyone's together, we're doing this properly. No, everything's gonna break. It's gonna break. Right, it was Bethesda. What's after Bethesda?
Ooh, this should be a good one. Devolver Digital. Did you see their conference last year?
I did, it was fucking insane.
I'm trying to remember this.
It's glorious. Look it up. Do you have the video stream thing set up?
I can switch it to that, yes.
Because I think you should put it on, because it is amazing.
It is pretty wonderful.
Alright,
I don't think they announced any actual real games.
God.
They were just basically piss-taking the entire concept of EA conferences.
E3 2017. Oh god. Yeah, it's 40 minutes of... What, you want me to play the audio as well? Or do you just want me to show?
Just have the video and just like flick through it various points.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just for a few minutes. It's unexpected. If anyone is watching the VOD or anything and they want to watch that, go and watch it. It is glorious. So like they're thinking, we've invented a way you can literally throw money at your screen.
Woo!
And then somebody does it and their arm gets stuck in it and they get eaten by the computer. That's awesome.
Hope I did that right. I did not do that right. It will be okay in a second.
Doesn't look like it. We've gone and the video's not there.
Oh yeah, we can't be there at the same time, you see, because it's a screen capture. So I can either have the YouTube video or us. So that's the options here.
Yeah, happy for the video.
Did she just shoot a gun in the air?
Yeah, to silence the crowd. Because they were applauding when she came out. To silence them, she just fired a gun in the air.
So what does it... Oh, there's a guy in the green... Okay. What's happening?
Don't question it, James.
Right.
We should
Oh,
we should do a watch together after the stream, after the podcast, and you can watch the whole thing.
They're just showing off gameplay. So what did Devolver Digital do again? To be honest, I don't know that much.
Hotline Miami.
Right,
Yeah, that's the
okay,
thing. I think
that's
they did
probably
Party Hard. Oh, Runa, that's an actual game, which is alright.
I know of them all, yeah. I don't follow much of their work, to be honest. I think it's fine.
I think
it's...
I think Yahtzee summed it up pretty well. Basically,
2 seconds, guys. I've got to carry on. I'll just mute my microphone.
Continue.
Okay, I think Yahtzee summed up Devolver Digital pretty well. They like retro graphics and a big jug of something to take the piss out of.
Ah.
Oh, you're streaming Discord.
I know. I just.
Okay, there we go.
That'll do.
Doesn't matter.
Alright. Yeah, we should do a watch together after the podcast, and you can see the whole thing. It's brilliant.
It is pretty good. What other ones have we got this year? So we've got Devolver.
We have next Square Enix.
Yay, more probably stuff about Final Fantasy 15, you know, 7 even.
And
I mean,
Mario and stuff like that, probably.
Actually, Kingdom Hearts. That's what they'll be showing off. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, Tomb Raider.
Yes, Tomb Raider, Kingdom Hearts 3.
I really need to play a Tomb Raider game. I just never have.
I've only played a few. I've never played the new one.
Yeah, the new ones are basically an entirely different thing to the old Tomb Raider games.
From what I've seen, they were, yeah. I would probably play them. They're
alright.
Have they announced the Tomb Raider for E3, or are they... Because I'm looking at the site here. Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the third one in the new series, so they'll be talking about that at E3.
Yeah, for gameplay.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh god, yeah. Ones. Yeah, again, I've never touched the Kingdom Hearts game. God, I don't know.
People have been waiting a while for Kingdom Hearts 3, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since the last one.
But it's coming out this year.
Ooh, I won't play it.
I'll play it because I love Kingdom Hearts 2.
I might try it because everyone says how great
it is.
Oh,
Final Fantasy 7 HD remake.
Yeah, but that's
They announced that a while back. They might be showing off a bit more of it.
They announced that back a while back, but now they've also come out and said it's going to be a good few years before it even gets finished.
Yeah.
That makes sense, I guess.
But
they might show off something of it, but yeah, I guess maybe not this year.
I think Kingdom Hearts will be the big thing this year.
What would they?
I mean, I just want it for the Toy Story world because it looks fun, and they actually look better than the films.
No, the people who like Kingdom Hearts really like Kingdom Hearts. Is always.
I enjoy it. I enjoy Kingdom Hearts, but I'm not like a die-hard fan. I don't understand what the fuck's going on in it. No, I just play for the flashy colours.
I don't understand what Kingdom Hearts is at all. I'm just like, I know these there's Disney characters everywhere. That's all I know. It's
Disney, Final Fantasy, and Sora, the main character.
See, Final Fantasy again. I played that ages ago when I was younger and went, "What is happening? I don't know what is going on. This game is
Who is this guy? What's with that sword?
Why are we fighting each other? What? Why aren't they speaking English?"
Then when you say what's with that sword, it could be literally any Final Fantasy character. They've all got ridiculous swords.
That is true. I was referring to the main man, Cloud Strife.
Yeah.
Cloud Strifey.
Cloud. Named after a weather phenomenon. Just like school. Speaking of Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy Mission Abridged. Watch it, it's good. Anyway, from Team 4-Star. Team 4-Star.
Oh, I've seen that.
It's quite good. Alright. Next up is Ubisoft.
Oh, Ubisoft. I doubt there'll be any more Assassin's Creed.
Well, what was that last one again?
Hopefully they've learned that taking a year off between them is a good idea. Because it seems to work for them. So I hope they keep doing it.
Last one was Syndicate?
No, it was Origins.
Origins.
Origins, right.
There was Syndicate. Basically, what happened was Unity came out, and it was a buggy piece of shit. So they decided, okay, we'll take a break. So they quickly finished off Syndicate and released it, and then just didn't release Assassin's Creed Origins for 2 years instead of 1. And they massively, they actually remade the game They didn't just sort of take the old game, change things around it a little bit. They actually remade the game from the ground up, and it actually looks quite good. People seem to like it, apart from the whole 4 DRMs at once thing. That seems to have been somewhat resolved.
I googled Assassin's Creed and got new Assassin's Creed comic revealed takes place in World War II. Why is there a World War II one?
That sounds awful.
Isn't that actually the one even? I'm pretty sure I saw something about a World War II one. Is that the one?
There is one in the Russian Revolution, which is the sort of platformer one.
Oh, that one's not very good.
Yeah, there's 3 sort of platformer ones. Assassin's Creed
China,
Chronicle,
Russia,
China, Russia, and
yeah, I can't remember the third one. It was a little
I think it was.
I don't think what else they'll have to show this year though, other than Assassin's Creed or Far Cry.
But yeah, it's Far Cry's out. You know, it's not. Expansions possibly for Far Cry.
India with the other one.
Oh yeah, India.
There might be an expansion for Far Cry, but they don't typically have really big ones, unless they do like another Blood Dragon thing.
Yeah,
but they've already got the season pass stuff coming out, so they probably won't do it.
They might do some of the fact that there's the it's not exactly spoilers, but the side mission where you the whole alien thing. They might do something silly with that, like make it go through the portal. I can see them do.
No. Yeah, I think that's probably what one of the DLCs is, because there's the one that's sort of Blood Dragon-y, and then there's this Vietnam one, and then there's a zombies one, I think.
Woohoo!
If they're as good and as large as Blood Dragon, then they're very good. I'll keep an eye on them, but probably
there's
not.
one game we know they're gonna have to show off, and that's Just Dance.
Oh god, yeah.
Because fuck me, they love that Just Dance.
They're gonna have everyone on the stage. I'm actually now thinking about what celebrities are they gonna just randomly bring on the stage and go, that person doesn't know anything about gaming. We'll make them sing it out anyway.
Aisha Tyler's usually the common one.
Yeah, she is.
Lana Kane.
She is their main spokeswoman at this point, though.
Yeah. There's the Division 2, which...
Division 2, shit, yeah. God, that was...
Oh god, they're doing that. Oh, wow.
They are.
Didn't Division 1, go, wow, and then just, like, a Titanfall effect of, like, everyone got bored of it and just realised they were just extremely... Like, I didn't mind them being tanky, to be honest, personally, but I remember people complaining about that. You were shooting a guy with a snapback on the head and he was just taking the bullets like a champ.
Oh god, yeah.
And Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh, I forgot about Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's a good point.
A lot of people are very excited about that, because it's been, like, 15 years.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil is a cult
I don't know anything about it. That seems to be the running theme for me. I don't know that. I have no clue.
I don't know much about it either, I'll be honest.
There was a monkey. I saw a monkey.
Silly monkey. Look at you. God, you're silly.
We should really research more before we do these podcasts. Well, I should anyway.
Don't need research. I don't need research.
I feel like I'm the common consumer, the casual. The thing is, I've watched E3 and things. I just don't take any of it in. I'm like, there's a guy with a sword. The For Honor guy, he's got a massive beard. It looks amazing. The singing. Like, Jason Derulo's here. I don't know why. I should really stop drinking.
What's up to Ubisoft then?
Sony.
Oh, Sony's got so much going on. Spider-Man, Last of Us, Kojima Productions, Death Stranding.
That's a Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima is the new one that I don't know about.
Okay.
I know something. It's about ninjas.
Ghost of Tsushima. Let's have a look.
I did look into this as well. I know there's
by Sucker Punch Studios.
That's who it's by. Sucker Punch. I do love Sucker Punch. They make.
Alright, I'll read it out for you, lads. The year is 1274. Samurai warriors are the legendary defenders of Japan until the fearsome Mongol Empire invades the island of. Oh, I should not. I should not attempt to read out these names. Tsushima.
I'll do it. Where am I looking for this?
I just searched up
Ghost
of Tsushima and then went on the first option, which is the Sucker Punch
on
Studios.
Sucker Punch, right? Okay.
This has become the Ghost.
Alright, become a ghost. Okay. The year is 1275. Samurai warriors the legendary defenders of Japan.
74, mate.
That's what I said.
You said 75. You 100% said 75.
Ah, I meant to say 74. I'm retarded.
We do all the facts wrong.
Regardless of what I said, the legendary defenders of Japan defeated Mongol invaders the island of Tsushima, wreaking havoc and conquering the local population. As one of the last surviving samurai, you rise from the ashes to fight back, but honorable tactics will lead you to victory. You must move beyond your samurai traditions to forge a new way of fighting, the way of the ghost, as you wage an unconventional war for the freedom of Japan.
My God.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they already have a word for that, learning.
That's irrelevant. I have high hopes for this game.
It sounds.
I think I saw the trailer.
I distinctly remember a trailer of a bunch of dead soldiers and a bloke climbing out of the ashes.
See, I've got high hopes for it because I like the Japanese setting. They're the ones who make the Infamous series, and I loved Infamous Second Son. So if they make it like something similar where it's like not Infamous style of not jumping around because that's a bit too fucking stupid. But a bit maybe like Assassin's Creed, where you can just climb buildings to escape people, stuff like that. But not too much.
There doesn't seem to be much gameplay shown off yet.
If that looks good, as I said, they've got Spider-Man, they've got like Last of Us 2 that you said? There's three big hitters, like the people
and Death Stranding.
Oh, Death Stranding. Oh God, yeah, Jesus. Ink Baby and the gang. Like I don't know what's going.
The Sony's pretty much got a monopoly on it so far. They've got all the good stuff. They've got all the good exclusives coming out this year.
They need to show a game for Death Stranding still.
Oh God, they do.
Yeah, there's a couple more on this list. I'll get to them before we go to the independents. Nintendo.
Woohoo!
They have a conference.
Smash Bros. Pokemon.
They better do Pokemon.
I have worries for Pokemon though.
I know. The leaks that they've shown, I'm still not that confident. The screenshot that someone put, it just looks exactly like Sun and Moon. Like, it's a 3DS looking game. It's like, I hope it's not styled the same. I don't mind if it is. I didn't like the new style. I preferred the old school like pixel art style, but that's just me. I know people want to modernize, and I don't like the. What was it, the Z evolutions or whatever bullshit they came up with?
It was Z powers, which is literally one turn per match you can use a special ability. So it's not even as good as Mega Evolution.
Mega Evolutions, that was the other thing. Yeah.
In Mega Evolutions, it could change for the entire battle.
I've settled on Mega Evolutions. I used to be like, Jesus, this is dumb, but some of the designs are okay. I don't mind it.
Charizard looks pretty cool.
The Z moves, like, you're going too far. Stop it. Stop it. Just either add more Pokemon or update the games to look nicer. To me, that's all I need. I need, like, introduce maybe more multiplayer features. Have it so you can go around it and make a co-op style mode. Make a co-op campaign. Do something that's, like, out there. Don't try and add more Pokemon and other things and go, there you go. I know that's the money maker. I know people are still going to buy it. But to me, if they did a full rehaul of how the game looks like the engine, how it plays, things like that. No, obviously it's still gonna be the turn-based combat, but if they change the styling, like imagine like a Pokemon game in like a Zelda-style setting, it would be amazing for people. It'd be like, where's that? I don't know what the Bob Goblins are, but yay! I'm trying to hit people with a stick.
I've got high worries for it.
But I'm really on the fence about them leaks. Like I think because I'm really eager to have it because I haven't played a Pokemon game in a while since like, I think I did like a Black and White. I played Black and White for a bit, but I think Emerald was the last one. I was like, yes, this is amazing. So, and then we did like the Pokemon MMO thing and that for a while. Where that was good.
Decent.
And Pokemon Go obviously was like a big nostalgia thing for people, but that to me was a bit meh. It was fine. It had its moment, and then it went on its way. And then they said that, like, the leaks also said it was going to have integration with Pokemon Go in some way. So I'm curious what that means. I really hope it doesn't mean you're going to pay for Pokeballs when you're playing a single player game. I really hope it isn't that.
It won't be.
I don't think Nintendo are that bad for these things. I'm trying to think of something where they've been bad with it, like microtransactions and something like that. I said Pokemon Go, but that's a free game, so you can't. Can't scream at them for that.
But I will.
I will nevertheless.
They deserve it.
Like I'm of the mind I much prefer to pay a fixed price at the start for a game and then get the full game.
Just like
you can scream at them a bit because the main reason people use microtransactions is because there's no upper limit. So you get those whales who will spend thousands on a game they would normally only spend 20 or 30 on.
Yeah. But do you blame the companies for wanting to make money? Also, like,
no.
There's with a free game like that, I understand it.
It's just the fact that they're exploiting vulnerable people a lot of the time. Which is a shame.
It's not loot boxy at least. I'm trying to think if it is called loot boxes, but it doesn't. I think you can outright buy Pokeballs, outright buy of items to lures and just like different versions of balls and things. So I don't remember there being like a loot box style system of any kind. Like you couldn't buy anything with a random chance. The only thing that was random chance is when you went to a Pokestop, but that involved you being there. There was no, you didn't pay to go to a Pokestop. At least that's in place, but no, I really want this game to come out. Even if it is just another Pokemon game and it's just on the Switch, that's fine for me. I just want one on the Switch, to be honest. Like, I know you're not a big Pokemon person, Jack. I don't think you've ever said, other than that Pokemon MMO thing that we played for a little while, I don't. I said your Weedle team, the ultimate team, Weedle and Caterpies.
Yeah, that was probably a mistake.
Yeah.
I think that's all the major ones. There's also the PC Gaming Show, which I assume covers most of the independent and smaller companies. One I wish one that is going to catch my fancy is Cyberpunk 2070.
Oh god, yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah, 2077.
Mainly just because it's by CD Projekt Red, and I love them. I haven't played Cyberpunk before. I don't know. I haven't really delved into that universe very much, but it looks good, and they've been working on it for a long time, and they've kind of made a point of.
I'm looking at a little bit of the trailer now, and it's like, yeah, it looks nice and stylish. To me, I'm never interested in a game until I see gameplay. That's always been my thing.
That is a good point.
With all of them, it's like until I see this game being played, I just don't care, and I'll forget about it until. Like, with Cyberpunk 2077, I've heard other people, like, watching other channels and things, they'll be constantly like, but Cyberpunk 2077, I can't wait, but until I see what this actually plays like, you know, anyone can make a trailer look nice.
It's an open world RPG game made by CD Projekt Red, so that's the kind of idea people have got now.
You got high hopes.
And definitely. There's also the Cyberpunk universe, which I think pretty sure it's like a tabletop game. Yeah, tabletop RPG game. So people are already very familiar with the universe. A lot of people, at least, anyway. So it should be good. I'm very interested to find out more.
The thing is, I'm never even that interested in the companies that are making it. Like, I should be more. But I'm always like, until I see that game being played, and I know that there's no microtransactions and things. I know I'm being a dead horse at this point, but that's until I actually see it being played and I know what I'm buying. Yeah, I don't show an
think
interest
it's available for pre-order yet or anything. It's still got a long way to go before we actually see anything. Although, it's almost certainly probably going to say something at this year's E3 because of the beep tweet they did a few months ago. Because their Twitter handle had been completely silent for 5 years, and then they just do beep. Basically.
That was a bit cheeky.
Shit, they're actually doing something.
There was this switched on.
In fact, I'll see if I can find that tweet and see how many retweets it's got. Because it was pretty much all it was all they'd said about the game since the trailer dropped 5 years ago. Because we know, they've been working on Witcher in between.
Yeah.
But, where's the official one?
Yeah, well, Witcher being so good and that, it's like...
Yes.
There's such high hopes, and but it's such a different game. It's gonna be, going from, like, magic and fantasy sword battles to, like, I think there's knives coming out that woman's arm. Why is there knives coming out that woman's arm? Is she human? Is she not? Where do I get them cool knives?
I think the universe of Cyberpunk is kind of similar to Deus Ex in this, like...
Would she make it for airport security? These are the questions.
I think she's got bigger concerns. It's like...
Remove your arms, please.
Where there's people with augmentations, and then there's like people who are like prejudiced against those with augmentations, and then it's like an allegory for race wars or something.
Yeah, I wonder how much they're gonna play on that. We're curious whether they can actually try and make a statement, or it's just like, no, we just like having people with knives for arms, which is fine. I don't mind. It was like when people were saying about the Far Cry, they didn't stamp in the whole, like, oh, the cultist thing.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea that they didn't.
I don't care. I'm just there to shoot people. Give me things to shoot, and if it plays well, and the story's mildly entertaining, the character's mildly entertaining, that's fine with me. Like, I just punched a bear, okay? There's not much here I'm gonna take away.
Alright. Yeah, okay. Cyberpunk Game Twitter. They had a tweet on the 5th of December 2013, and then there's just nothing. And then on January 10th this year, all they had was just the word beep. That was it, and it got 19,000 retweets and 54,000 likes.
Nice.
And most of the comments are just gifs of people going, wait, what?
Who are you? What have you done with that Twitter?
It's a pretty reasonable response.
Yeah, because the people who care about this game, that's obviously very exciting news for them. Even though it's not actually news, it doesn't say anything. Just the fact that there's something.
Yeah, I've very much learned to like, how should I say, hold back my like sort of hype and anticipation for these games.
Yeah,
like,
that's completely fair.
The only one I haven't is Pokemon, but that's just because it's just pure nostalgia, and that's just my childhood to a T. And I'm like a big kid when I see it. That's the only game I think I ever have that kind of feeling. Anything else, fine. I will hold back. Maybe Skyrim or something like a new Elder Scrolls I would be excited about. Not a re-release. Oh, we've re-released it on fucking Game Boy. Oh, great! Cheers. I can buy it for the 7th time.
Hey, we made Elder Scrolls 6. It's Elder Scrolls 5 and Elder Scrolls 1 bundled into one game.
Yeah, what should be like a remake of it's Obsidian before, and I didn't Oblivion, not Obsidian. Christ, Oblivion.
Obsidian's the company that makes Fallout New Vegas.
I knew I was like, yeah, Oblivion. Yeah, what should be like a remake of Oblivion that they've put on Switch or something?
I don't know if they will remake Oblivion, but the fans are definitely doing it.
Right.
So Sky Oblivion come out in like 15 years.
Then my prediction for Bethesda is obviously going to be, Rage 2, obviously they're going to talk about, and then they're going to release Fallout on a different console. I think that's going to be my two assumptions.
Probably Fallout on Switch.
Yeah, because I think they're going to need something to tell people. They can't just go, oh, Rage, and people are going to go, yeah, and then, oh, we've still got another 45 minutes to kill. Let's watch Todd dance for another 45 minutes. Here he goes. But don't worry, we brought in a bucking Bronco. Here we go. Look at Todd go. I actually want that to happen now.
Yeah. I'd be really happy if all of them go full Devolver. Don't announce any games, just put on a show.
Oh, we're forgetting about things like the racing games. So, what would it be like? Like your Need for Speeds. Yeah, what's it? Forza. That's Microsoft, isn't it? Forza.
Microsoft for Forza.
Yeah, they're gonna introduce another. They're gonna bring another car up, aren't they? It better be a Robin Reliant. I want a different thing. I want them to go a different direction.
I want them to Reliant in the Formula 1 race. That would be brilliant.
I want it to be some dodgy, souped-up Fiesta that you would find here in the UK. Some bloke that's got like purple spoiler, green alloys, the whole shebang. I want it to be, like a piece of paper on the exhaust to make it sound like the engine's making more noise. Like the kids used to put like pieces of plastic in their tires and their on their bikes to make it sound like it was making a noise.
I used to do that.
Right, that's fine then. For a minute, I thought you were going to go, what are you on about? Yeah, people did that. I never did. I went, why am I making, why do you need to make a noise? There's no engine in there. You're a fake.
Kids like noise.
You're a phony.
A big fat phony. Kids like to make noise, okay?
But why not just go brum?
That's effort.
Oh god.
Why put in effort when you can pay for something?
No, it's all about getting. Oh yeah, Forza. No, yeah, they'll bring out the car. They'll go, "Wow," and everyone will go, "Yeah, that's a car." And then they'll carry on going. Then most of them probably not even interested in cars. Well, I'm curious. Do you think there'll be any boos during the conferences towards it? Like EA might get a boo for something. I could see them. I don't know. Are people going to?
Yeah, if they mention Battlefront at all, they will get boos.
Possibly, yeah. It really depends. Like, who are the people going to these conferences? Is it just anyone and everyone who have paid for a ticket, or these people said, "I am going to go to the EA"?
The last 2 years have been open to the public. Previously, it was just press.
Right.
But now it's actually open to the public.
Because with the public's what I want there. I want the boys down there sorting people out.
Oh yeah, I don't want the press who are just critically thinking about everything.
Yeah.
Looking for everything to nitpick. I want the players who are doing the exact same thing.
You know what I think might get a boo? Nintendo's saying we're making a mobile Pokemon game that's about, I don't know, like a let's say a fruit machine or a Connect 4 game.
Nintendo Labo exclusive.
Oh yeah, Nintendo Labo themed Pokemon game. You can play as a giant Pikachu. People just booing in the crowd because the leak wasn't right. The thing is, why have Nintendo debunked the leak yet? I'll have to double check if it hasn't been yet. But why not just say, no, this isn't true. This is not happening. And at least calm people down. Don't go, no.
It might be true.
Liars, and then no one will ever trust anything they say about a leak again. They'll be remembered as liars, and no one will trust what they say about a leak in the future.
Yeah, but that's fine. It's fine if the leaked person isn't right, because then it's a bad leak. If the Nintendo say it's not right, then yeah, then it's not right.
But if they say it's not right and it is correct, then they're going to assume.
Oh, then just I would say don't do anything at all.
Future leaks.
Oh, I see what you mean, because then you're right. I'd see where you're going with this.
So like, if you say there's a new Pokemon game coming out and Nintendo say no there isn't, and then they announce one, but and then somebody else says Nintendo uses slave labor and they say no we don't, then what reason did they have to trust them?
Yeah.
I'll trust them.
But the logo they've shown in the leak is a picture of Pikachu with a magnifying glass. I'm like, no, don't you dare.
Is it another Pokemon Snap?
Oh no.
Oh god, I hope so. I hope it's not
Oh, don't, you're hurting me.
Actually, Pokemon Snap could work quite well on phones.
Stop it! Don't encourage them.
But what if it's Pokepark? Pikachu's
Oh, that would be the
3.
integration with Pokemon Go. They could use the AR to take photos. No. No.
It's Pokemon Snap, isn't it?
Oh, no. Oh, right, we gotta write these predictions down. I'm really curious how many of them will line up.
That's a good idea. Let's play some bets.
Right, yeah. I'll get a pen and paper out because I'm feeling old school. I need a pen. Where's a pen? I'm not prepared.
I'll just open Notepad.
Alright, if you got Notepad there. Right, we'll predict something for each conference, like any of the major ones anyway. Well, we can...
Right, okay, so if I go through them again. Right, EA.
Right, what are EA gonna do that's gonna piss people off? Like, other than the stuff they've already announced? I don't think they're gonna talk about Battlefront. I think they're gonna dodge around the topic, or they're gonna say, free to... No, they're not gonna say free to play. They're not that good. Alright, it's obviously gonna be the FIFA and the sports games. I think there's no need to put them down as predictions, because they're just gonna happen.
Right, yeah, so...
What are EA gonna do? We could just write them down anyway, sport shit. Just write down sport shit, that'll do it. That covers our basis.
I think we should each make a prediction that the others disagree with, if we can.
Oh yeah, if we can filter out some. I think we're all in the same mindset that they're gonna do stuff with sports.
Yeah.
How about this? They bring on a sports player. Like they brought on someone like
your prediction then.
Yeah, they're gonna bring on
a
sports player, like a basketball player or a rugby player. No, rugby player. They don't. I'm releasing Rugby 2019. No, it's not.
Sports playerman's here.
Here is sports player.
Hello, I play sport.
Sportsman. That's the word I was looking for. A sportsman.
Dan, is there anything you think he is going to do?
Hook up everything.
I think we all agree with that one.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck up everything. They always do, and they always will. I love them for it. My favorite company.
Oh, what else?
Is there no time for a Sims 5?
I wish.
No, they're not yet. They're not. Oh, it was
They're
such
still releasing stuff for Sims 4.
Yeah, like pools. They hadn't quite worked that bit out yet. What was going on in their head when they thought, let's take away some of the integral part of that game? Oh.
No one likes pools, okay?
Yeah, it just didn't make sense. We had the pools in the previous games. People love the pools. They can drown as many characters as they like. Go have a swim. Oh, the ladder's gone. What will you do?
You're dead.
Oh, your house is on fire, but how are you gonna get to it? Rewind 30 months and see them just skeletons floating in the pool and the torch the house and go, wow, I love this game.
Problem is, they're still releasing shit for Sims 4, like, way too much shit for it. To the point where it's just unnecessary.
But the mindset was, let's remove the pools and give them more emotions. The thing that people probably hated the most is them crying because you had to make them swim for 20 hours straight. But you know, like, they would stop doing things or they wouldn't be productive because they weren't in the right mindset. I did like that they made it so you could be a live streamer on it. That I thought was quite cool. But other than that...
A nice touch.
Yeah. I did like a couple of playthroughs as characters and I think I did one with all three of us, which... Oh, God.
God, that didn't go well.
Yeah. But, no. But no, what? So our year predictions are sports player. I'm gonna still say sports player is gonna come out. So didn't they bring out? Oh, what was it last year? I was gonna say Pepe. It's not Pepe. Is it Pepe? Pele. That's the one. He plays the footballs and stuff.
He plays the soccer.
I really hope they do that. Like they make a joke out of it. Yeah, it's the most famous Brazilian player, Pepe. Oh wait,
the anti-Semitic fraud.
It was pay something. I was like pay. That's how much I cared.
Pikachu.
That's the one. All right, we'll go on to the next one because EA. Actually, one guess. Do you think they're going to talk about Battlefront? Yes or no?
No.
I think they're going to avoid it.
Alright, I'll be the devil's advocate and say they'll mention something like that. No, I can't. Every part of me saying no, they won't. They would be so dumb, but I want it to happen. I think's more. I want that boo. I want that you ruined it. Pink Darth Vader. Pink Darth Vader.
Oh my god! I really hope they bring a Pink Darth Vader on stage.
Oh yeah, because that could be the best thing to do is make a mockery of their game and apologize. That would be the ideal. Say, look, we're giving it free. There's Pink Darth Vader. Look at him go. He's dancing like he does in that Fortnite game. Everyone loves that game. The kids love it. Free to play. We're keeping the microtransactions. There you go. Slap, slap. On his way. Feel bad for the kid in the audience he just slapped, but, you know, it was for effect.
Worth it.
Alright, next company. What was it?
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
Oh, wait, Dan, do you have any specific predictions for EA? Like, what do you think they can do about Battlefront?
I don't know. I don't actually know what they're going to do. I can't predict what EA does. They don't even know what they're doing themselves.
Right.
Microsoft.
It's going to be Halo, and Forza, I think.
Forza,
we predict, yeah.
They'll probably show some more stuff of the Xbox One Z.
Have they said they're doing Halo? Because I'm not... Will they do Halo?
I don't know. I don't know if they've still got Bungie. No, they haven't still got Bungie, have they? No, they don't.
They'll still have the rights to Halo, I imagine.
True,
Halo and Bungie won't.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time they made a Halo. Like, when was Halo 5 out?
I think they're gonna show, they're gonna show a new small like indie thing saying this is our extra catalog for Games Pass. They're gonna push the Games Pass, I can imagine.
The Games Pass is pretty good, to be fair.
With they'll have to release a couple of things to make it valuable. Crackdown? Well, Crackdown? I think they're forgetting about Crackdown. Will they do
Crackdown, yeah. Crackdown 3. That's
Terry Crews is there, so it must be... Terry Crews is gonna show up!
I'll Bedlam.
As Bedlam. Oh. No.
What do I do?
You know what? Yeah, put that prediction down for me. Terry Crews is going to show up. Why not? I'll put something in the mix.
Yeah, I've got that down.
Ooh. Do you think they'll do more AR stuff or just leave it for now? Because I think they're gonna do the kind of show where they're gonna be like, it's all about the games, it's all about the gamers, that kind of stuff. You know, ever since they're like, we're gonna make it a TV broadcasting system. No, you're not getting it. Sharing games. Why would you need to when you can buy two?
That's a great point, Bill. Even though it wasn't Bill.
Bill's always there. He's in the background going, you better make me some fucking money.
Do you reckon they're gonna mention Sea of Thieves?
No.
No, because Sea of Thieves is awful.
If they did a big expansion, yes, but I think they're just gonna drip feed Sea of Thieves like updates. Yeah. I don't think it's unless I don't think they're gonna do something big. I think they taken on a small title, bigged it up to all hell, and it turned out to be the small title it intended to be in the first place. Slapped 60 quid, 50 quid, 30 quid on it, went, there you go. We've went, no. Same with State of Decay or whatever it was, like, you know, they've bigged it up by putting it under Microsoft belt and then just went, See, Switch can get around so like because it's small and portable, and you can appreciate a smaller title because they tend to not have more requirements and things. Like lots of indie titles, but with a big, heavy console, you want to play the big league titles. You don't want to just play the indie stuff. Yeah, there's time for the indie stuff, and I'm sure people appreciate. But what the big hitters, they want the Halos, they want their anthems, they want that bollocks.
I want anthems.
Do you think Call of Duty are gonna do well? Like in a Call of Duty, you're gonna go along with Sony most likely. I can't imagine they're gonna give Xbox a chance unless Xbox went, please come back.
We need you.
Please. Remember the days we released our map packs early? Remember?
Activision don't have a conference, so I guess they'd have to go with either Sony, the PC gaming show, or Microsoft.
Yeah, it's not a PC gaming show.
COD is not a PC franchise.
Here you can see the hacker flying across the map, killing everyone on the opposing team.
My god. The game isn't even out yet.
We weren't meant to show that, but fuck it. We know it's going to end up like that anyway, you bunch of arseholes.
We know you're going to hack and mod this game to hell, so we've done it ourselves already.
Now I know what you're thinking. You don't see many assets on the screen. That's because this person's using a thing we call wall hacks. We knew you were going to use them anyway, so we just removed the assets in the first place.
We bought hacks in as microtransactions. You can now pay to ruin your game.
Oh god, yeah. You know, because you're going to do it anyway, might not pay for the fuckers, you big bunch of pricks. Jeez, Activision, you really went on there.
Well, fuck you. Damn it, Activision.
You had one job.
I don't really have any specific predictions for Microsoft.
I don't think they're going to show AR stuff. They've got what are they going to show off? I said Halo might be your best shot. It's just something to keep.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a bunch of indie games.
Yeah, they're going to concentrate on filling up the Game Pass, I think. There's going to be, I think, one new IP. I'm calling one new IP. Why not?
Ooh, risky.
There we go. I can't wait to actually watch E3 and do this. It'll be great. And then I can go, bang! Got it wrong.
Fuck you, Microsoft.
Alright, what's next on the shit list?
Bethesda.
They can't re-release something. They can't. Just stop it. Don't. Just
get help.
Oh, what they're gonna do? All right, yeah. My prediction was releasing Fallout on Switch.
I agree with that one.
Yeah, I think that's a solid call.
They definitely will. They can't not re-release things. It's just how they do.
And a companion app. Do they already have a companion app or no?
Yes, they did.
Alright, they wouldn't need one actually.
I don't think Skyrim has one though.
Can't.
My god, if they release one for Skyrim.
I'm trying to think because they're gonna have to have filler. They've got how much time have they got for it? Does it say?
How Holy shit, it's 3 hours long.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell.
that bucking Bronco is coming out, I'm telling you. Go for it, Todd. Where?
I'm putting that on you.
Yeah, put
Now
it down.
Todd is gonna bob for apples. But here's the kicker, we've sealed him in!
And here's Terry Crews to grab his ankles and drop him in.
I'll teach you to re-release Skyrim 7 years later. Yeah, prick.
They've got to do something different. They've got to do something. Didn't they say they were working on a new IP?
Yes? No one knows what it is, though. I'm waiting for Fallout Online to make a reappearance.
There's a Fallout Online? Is that a thing?
What?
Well, it was in development years ago, but like they got near to completion and then scrapped it.
Huh.
I just don't think
Okay.
they're going to do anything but re-releases at this point because it's too
some
far down the
Elder
line.
Scrolls- Maybe some Elder Scrolls Online expansion.
Yeah, like an MMO style, maybe. Yeah, thing.
See, the problem is Skyrim is 7 years old. They're still re-releasing
I
it.
know.
They will find some way to re-release it.
It's 7 years old.
Putting that under my
Alright.
name.
Say Oblivion remaster. Why not? I'll go out there. Actually,
I'm
you know,
okay
don't
with
put Oblivion. Put what was it I
Obsidian.
said? Obsidian remaster. Call it Obsidian. Why not? It's an even sturdier version of it.
Ha!
Ah.
I like it.
Alright, next is Square Enix.
Oh,
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy.
yeah, they've
Yeah,
already got
yeah.
the lineup sorted. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
thinking
good.
of more things to Bethesda. Yeah, I'm going with my remaster. I'm going for it.
I would say an Obsidian remaster.
Obsidian. I love it. I'm gonna.
Wait, what?
So how long is it gonna be before they release like Fallout 3 in Fallout 4 style? Imagine that.
Oh, remaster of Fallout 3.
Yeah.
Ooh, remaster both go for the double. But they might not want them in competition. I think is always going to be the issue.
What
One
if they release
remaster
them
and a new
as a
IP,
pack?
they can compete.
Ooh,
But-
I'm gonna put something about paid mods in the Bethesda one.
What if they release both Oblivion and Fallout 3 as one pack?
Ooh, that's not
The
a
remaster
bad
double whammy.
idea. That isn't terrible.
The remaster double whammy.
They're not
What-
going to
what-
do it,
the-
but
I'm putting that down as my guess. The
What
remaster
did
of Fallout 3.
They
the
re-released
OG
Fallout 3.
Bethesda collection. Ooh.
They're gonna re-release
Ooh.
Fallout 3, but on your Pitfall you can play Oblivion.
That would be
In-
awful.
It would really be bad.
But it would be funny to look at. You're like, wow, why did you do this? This was a terrible idea. I'm putting my guess as they remaster Fallout 3 and Oblivion.
Hmm.
Because they did come out at very similar times.
Yeah,
If it
I
doesn't-
think they're only going to remaster Fallout, but oh wait, no, Oblivion. I did say Oblivion as well, didn't I? Yeah,
Yeah.
No, I said Oblivion. Yeah, and then we're going to re-release Fallout on Switch. That were mine too. Yeah. And then you say they're going to re-release the original Fallout, which is not a bad call, but I'm going to stick with what I said. Give it a bit of variety.
Alrighty then.
Fine. Okay. So
What were we on to? Square Enix? Well, Square Enix was
yeah.
predictable already, wasn't it? Because they've already pretty much got their lineups.
Yeah, I think they are gonna say something about the Final Fantasy 7 HD.
No,
Right.
probably.
I don't know anything about it, so I'm going to go with used to on this one.
It's basically just... It's been going on for, what, 2 years now?
Oh, there was a remaster
Yeah.
thing announced a while ago. I do remember that now, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they're,
that's
they're
it.
making Final Fantasy
Oh,
7
God,
in
yeah.
Final Fantasy 15 style.
Yeah, the bloke with the big sword.
Yes, that one.
That's all of them.
The bloke with
The
the
one
big
with the
sword.
really big sword.
7!
Yes, that's the one.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Ubisoft.
Oh,
Oof.
God knows with them. Just dance. There'll be a giant dancing dinosaur.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of dancing. Terry Crews might appear again. You never know. He's feeling eager this year. No, he's not.
God, I hope he's there.
New IP, go for it. New IP, get it in
Are
there.
you sure?
Actually, wait, are they doing? Did they do Division? Yes, no.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Division.
Division, yeah. Division
So-
2. Ah,
Do you
maybe
think
not a new. How long of a conference have they got?
Theirs is also 3 hours.
Oh, then yeah, new IP.
New IP, stick a new IP, and then the rest will just be indie shit. No offense to the indie people.
Nope, much offense. You've caused them great offense.
Alright, Sony.
Oh,
they've got so much.
Spider-Man, Last
Death
of Us
Stranding,
2.
Spider-Man, Last of Us, and the Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, they've got their time sorted.
They've already announced all that.
Yeah. Anything else that you reckon?
They're not going to show any hardware because they've already came out and said that.
Right. Okay.
Maybe a pass to challenge Microsoft or something like. No, I can't.
They already have one.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, the PlayStation Now.
Oh.
I had that before I had my Xbox.
All right.
I've got both of them.
I don't think there's any. I think they're that far ahead that they don't need to. But whether they want to challenge the Game Pass in some way, like I'm not saying because they've already got their own style, then fair enough. But you know, like just in case the Game Pass is enough to bring competition back in or not for them, I'm not sure. Nintendo's always going to be their competition from now on, but even though they're in the same market, I feel like they're just two very different consoles. Where PlayStation and Microsoft, you're having a bit of a battle there. I don't know. But each their own.
Devolver. The predictions are
not a fucking clue what they're gonna do. I'm
gonna put blood. Just blood.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about Devolver. They're gonna do just put wacky and eccentric down. That'll do it.
Yeah, I've already got weird shit.
We're gonna describe the person who's gonna come out and advertise one of them.
Yeah, okay.
Top hat, beard, trench coat. No trousers.
He's on black, yeah, we love him.
And a sword. We're gonna stick a sword down.
Alright. Anything you want to add down?
He's gonna be dressed as a wizard.
I'm also thinking possibly a guy with snapback, a vest, and some shorts. And you know what I mean? Like some sweet shades. Like a real colourful character. But I can only choose one or the other. Brilliant.
There's a lot of possibilities for them. Because they're fucking mental. And I love them for it. They're like what Eurovision
special
used to
snowflake.
They're basically what Eurovision used to be.
Oh god. Well, what it still is.
Yes. Actually, it's like what Eurovision used to be on drugs with adult humor.
That's true. It's still crazy, but it's not crazy enough.
It needs to be a chicken dance of some sort.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Nintendo.
There's gonna be some more Nintendo Labo shit.
Oh no, leave the cardboard alone.
That's not a console. That shouldn't be worth that shouldn't be worth 70 quid.
Don't value your controller less than your cardboard.
Very good point. I wish it wasn't, but that's a very
Build
good
an
point.
RC car out of cardboard. It can travel 1 mile an hour around your toilet. Why would you put it in the toilet? I was going with kitchen, and then for some reason I thought laminate floors, and I went to toilet. I think I was trying to say it's shit.
That's fair enough.
While you're sitting taking a dump, watch it whiz round the room. Or dress as a giant robot, because you've got no friends anyway.
You always have to remind me.
I just love the idea of your mate turning up and you not realising there's you just punching nothing with your cardboard suit on. Cardboard man.
All fear me.
All strings attached.
I have cardboard.
Play a piano. Why can't I just buy a keyboard? Play a piano.
I mean, you've got the whole Pokemon. That's a given.
All right.
Smash Bros. That's a given.
All right. Pokemon put down. Brand new design. RPG style. Open world.
I would kill for that.
Custom avatar and multiplayer. All of those. I want it all.
I do hope they do all of that, but they won't. But I like to dream. Alright,
Dan, I assume you can put the prediction down of Detective Pikachu. No, what was it? Pokemon Snap. Now that would make me cry. I would fly down there and punch whichever man comes up on stage. When that's you did this.
You fuck!
I just hope they're not like, oh, but we still got Pokemon Go. We don't really want to introduce a competitor, but it's your own competition. I'll give you money.
Please.
I'm just standing at the door going, just take it all.
Right.
Should we make a prediction? Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, should we make a prediction of how it's gonna integrate with Pokemon Go if it is announced? Whichever it is. Okay, so for the Pokemon Snap, I reckon it'll be using the camera to use the AR to take photos of your Pokemon. Wow, I can't wait to share this with all my... Oh. Mom, Dad, look what I taken a photo of.
Wait, so who wants to predict an AR Pokemon Snap?
I thought you were going to say Pokemon Snap, Jack.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it. I was just wondering whether you want to...
No, I'm going with the optimistic view of open world RPG multiplayer, new release, all that jazz. I was just curious if that does happen with either the Pokemon Snap or how are they going to introduce Pokemon Go to it, because they did say that's going to happen in the leak. So I don't know. But they might charge people to transfer Pokemon, maybe. I don't know.
Possibly.
That's the only thing I can think of. So maybe that's my one prediction if that does happen.
Any other predictions? Because I've got Cyberpunk 2070.
Sorry, that's for what, Square Enix, or no, not Square Enix.
Just in general.
Oh.
I've got no more.
Cyberpunk's an obvious, yeah. Beyond Good and Evil's the other one that's definitely.
That's under Ubisoft.
Ubisoft, yeah.
Anyway, I'll put the list as I've got it so far.
It's just going to be a bunch of... I'm trying to think technology-wise and, like, things that they might introduce, but I don't... Oh my god, that's quite the list. Alright, EA, sports shit. James, bring on celebrity sports player, mention Battlefront. Jack, avoid Battlefront, hopes Pink Darth Vader. Microsoft, Halo, Forza, many indies to promote Game Pass, yeah. James, Terry Crews' Bedlam. I wasn't... You know what, we'll put Bedlam, why not? And then one new IP. Fallout, Bethesda, Fallout 4 on Switch, ESO expansion. What's ESO again?
Elder Scrolls Online.
Thank you. Mobile.
Some mobile thing, yeah.
Right. James, Todd does something weird. Obsidian Remaster. Fallout Online, Fallout. Yeah, Oblivion Remaster. You didn't put the release of, what was it? Fallout 4 on Switch. For me. God. Actually, no, you put on general. I see how you've done this, right. Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts, Tomb Raider, and Jack, Final Fantasy V HD. Beyond Good and Evil 2, yeah. Dancing with Dinosaurs and Division 2 for Ubisoft, and me and Dan predicted new IP. Why not? Black Ops, Spider-Man, Ghost and Death Stranding for Sony, and Dan, no new hardware. Yeah, I think I'm with Dan on that. I think I don't think they're gonna do new hardware. I think they're gonna do a new software of some kind, possibly. I'm not sure. Like a new, not like it's in a game, but like a new. Well, like I can't think of what it would be though. I really can't.
Non-game software.
Yeah. Why not? I'll chuck that in there as a possibility.
Alright.
Devolver, yeah, weird shit. James, top hat, beard, trench coat, sword, and possibly a guy with a snapback, yeah. Jack, blood, lots of blood and piss takes, and Dan just wizard.
It's a wizard!
Nintendo, Pokemon, Smash Bros, yeah, you all think Pokemon of some kind.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
It's been too long since they've done something Pokemon related. I feel like they need to.
Radical redesign of Pokemon, I really hope. Dan, Lapo, Jack, Mario, AR Pokemon Snap, yeah. Oh, Mario.
I don't think they're going to do a full Mario game, but maybe some like mobile card. Maybe
like an addition to Odyssey of some kind.
Yeah, something like that. They're going to do something to Mario. Maybe not a whole game in itself, but something.
Nope, I want Mario Odyssey 2.
So, I'm trying to think what else to put in other. Like, I'm trying to think of like a new technology. Like, there's got to be VR there of some kind. There's going to be VR. They're gonna want to push that, like maybe like the new Rift sets, like maybe a new Rift set or a new Vive set. But they've just recently done a Vive set, so they'll probably want to show off that in some form. So yeah, I'm assuming Vive's gonna be shown off a little bit. In like for maybe with a new IP. Go on, new IP for Vive, go for it. That they used to show off the technology, and then Oculus are going to show off a new controllers or headset, like an upgraded version, in order to compete with Vive. Oh, this is a great list. We're going to pin this in general.
I'll try and format it a bit clearer.
I'm trying to decide whether Vive would either go with another company to demonstrate their new technology, like like how Oculus and Minecraft did, like
no, only with Valve.
Oh well, then a Valve thing. Valve.
Half-Life 3?
No.
Oh,
A card game instead. Yay.
maybe.
We did. Yeah, I'm not even gonna touch the PC thing. I don't think I'm even gonna watch the PC section. Steam will cover that for me.
That's true.
And it's deciding whether we live stream the E3 conference while we talk over it or not. But
well,
I don't know what the rules.
I would say
on
yes,
that
but
are.
it's 3 days long, and most of the conferences are each 3 hours long, each.
I want to say that I definitely haven't done that before.
We did.
we definitely did.
And I was getting hammered last time.
Alright, I suppose we can give it a go.
Obviously, we're gonna like take breaks. Like we'll hand pick which ones we want to see. You know.
Oh fuck yeah! I'm not watching all of them.
Like I think Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo are always gonna be the one. Like I would typically skip Sony, but like because I didn't have a PS4, but I might just watch it for the shits and just to see what happens with Death Stranding. You know, this Cthulhu's gonna turn up or some shit.
What was it about the one? The Spider-Man game that they announced last year.
Oh, I can't.
Looks amazing.
Oh, even now I'm like I never was that interested in them, and then when he's showing up,
Luckily, I have a PS4.
It looks a bit too QTE for me, but it does still look looks cinematic as hell.
I mean, they've only showed a few Q2Es. Let's hope that's not the entire game.
But that was my what I found annoying when they released the first trailer of it. I remember even complaining with you, and I think it was Sam as well. I remember saying that like I just didn't like the fact that it felt like you weren't controlling it that much. But the newer trailer looked a bit more like it's still Q2E like, but it's whether you want that balance of Q2E with your QTs. It looks. I'm never gonna be quick time events. It'll look more cinematic and it'll look more epic, or you go with more. We'll give the control to the player where he's gonna be punching a wall, doing backflips off a building, like oh I fell, you know, like
my legs.
I'm sorry, Alexa. She got angry at me, but no, it's how the more hands-on the player is, the less cinematic I think it can look. Where if you take the hands away a little bit, it can look more like like Batman Arkham style, where it's like oh doing a flip, oh I dodged, oh I did this. I can see why people like that. I'm not as much, but looking at Spider-Man, like God, it looks amazing, just swinging around like a madman.
I do love swinging around like a madman.
They've got to get them like moving around right, because if they get that wrong, you just be running into walls constantly. Go, oh, it hurts.
I'm sorry, Peter.
I can't turn a corner. Oh, and then like we have to do Iron Spider and things. Oof.
Yeah,
I think they're doing a skin, but that's it.
So yeah, so they're definitely doing a skin for it.
I want the full like the legs on the back and everything. I want to be like full Doc Ock looking.
They might integrate that.
Like, even if it's just for a mission, just like maybe the final mission in it. You just go around just kicking the shit out of people with the
They might integrate that.
arches.
I hope they do.
They might. It really depends on how much they've spoke with like Marvel and that on the matter, because obviously you can see that in the trailer for the Infinity War and that. I'm not talking about spoilers for that, but it's if they've worked talking to them and saying like, oh, we'll keep it under wraps on our end until you've done your movie and things, and we'll have that as an addition or not. Whether they need to have them talks, I'm not sure, but
I don't know how it all works.
Because I know, like, that's weird, the rights to Sony and things, isn't it? Like, Spider-Man owns the rights, but they're in conjunction with Marvel now, and like Marvel just try and do it right for once, and like, yay! Anything else? I can't think of anything of a wacky and eccentric. They're gonna have a pop star at the start, like the Jason Derulo thing. I reckon that's...
one?
I can't remember which one had Jason Derulo. Was that Ubisoft?
Yeah, I think it was Ubisoft.
So you think Ubisoft can have a celebrity cameo?
Yeah, who could they have this time?
Me.
Who's the, like, that young, like, Drake would make, but I won't be.
Gonna be DJ Khaled. I'm calling it now.
DJ Khaled, is that your prediction, Dan?
That's my prediction. DJ Khaled's gonna come out.
How do you spell Khaled?
I don't know.
And it really doesn't matter. We need someone like young but not too big that you wouldn't be able to afford them. What's about that? Like Jason Derulo was just going at a lower peak at the time. It's like, oh, yeah, Jason Derulo. How dare I? I can't think of who it would be. I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna have a quick look at the chart to see what the. You know, just to pick out some names. They're not going to do Ed Sheeran or someone.
Dan said DJ Khaled. I say Risha Tyler.
I think Ariana Grande wouldn't do it, I don't think. Macklemore, why not? That's the first thing I saw, like, he might. Macklemore, go on, why not? I would be raving in the crowd if Macklemore came on. And Macklemore's new IP for Ubisoft. I appreciate the face you put in the chat, Liz.
Oh yeah, does Liz want any predictions recorded?
Yeah, Liz can check some predictions as a mix if she really wants to. I know she doesn't have a clue about these things, but...
I would ask her, but she's not.
What do you think about Hideo Kojima coming on stage during the Sony conference?
Oh, he definitely will. If Death Strand's going to be involved, he'll be involved.
Oh yeah, he wants to, like, look at this shit, guys. You have no clue why, but you're still excited. That's the Kojima effect.
She breathes through her skin, so it's justifiable.
She breathes... And so do I. Put some clothes on, please.
Jesus! We're family friendly here.
Is it... Who's the main guy? Is it Norman Reedus, the actor who's...
Reedus.
Reedus. Alright, Norman Reedus. I think he'll be there. Why not? We'll chuck him in there.
What, do you think someone will be cosplaying Norman?
I think the Norman Reedus...
The entire cast of The Walking Dead will be there. Except for Carl. Spoiler, spoiler.
No!
No particular reason, it's just, you know, conflicts and stuff.
No one likes him. That's why.
No one likes him. In real life, he's a bit of a nut.
Yeah, Norman Reedus is going to turn up and go, ta-da, covered in oil.
Completely naked, covered in oil.
With a baby that he just stole from someone in the audience earlier on.
Stay away from my baby!
But it's for Death Stranding! You don't understand!
But mother, I love him.
Have
you just seen The Walking Dead, mother?
We'll do another 10 minutes, I think we'll wrap, because we're 10 minutes late to start with. It's 9 o'clock now. I'm pretty impressed how well we got through that.
Without any viewers.
We didn't even talk. I will download the archive of the video. You can put it up on the Lobster Hands channel, and then at least it'll have some attention potentially somewhere.
I will do that.
I put a slightly updated list in the chat. Dan, do you have any other predictions?
No, they're pretty solid. Although I do like the idea of Norman Reedus showing up completely naked, covered in oil, holding a baby.
I think Norman Reedus is going to be there. I think he's going to turn up.
Definitely will.
And which one?
Well, for the Death Stranding thing. I don't think he's gonna show up for something else.
Be a bit awkward.
The new Mario, everybody! Norman Reedus is here!
Woo!
He's wearing the hat and everything. He's covered in oil and he's still a kid. No one knows why.
You give it the wrong conference.
I'm trying to think of someone who's like became like a meme this year who would be worthwhile seeing and thinking like he's too big. There's no way a studio could afford him. Like someone who became like a 1 minute wonder on the internet. And it's like still holding a little bit, and like a company going, the kids love it. We'll stick him in there.
Paul brothers.
Donald Glover.
No,
This is America.
You know the Paul brothers would show up.
They would. That's the thing. But
Oh,
no, they
God,
couldn't.
yeah.
They just couldn't. Just to the controversy around them, people would just boo them.
That's true.
Yodel kid, thanks, Liz.
Oh yeah, the Yodel kid. I would love the Yodel kid to show up. Who else is there?
I can't think of
PewDiePie.
Oh.
I still feel like one of the big ones will show up. You know, like Pewds, Markiplier, Jeff.
We didn't think about Twitch streamers and things possibly like demonstrating games.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ninja.
Ooh, Ninja. Oh, but what would he advertise?
The Black Ops 4 Battle Royale.
That's a good shout, but I don't think it'll happen. Oh, but it could do. There's money there to be
The
had.
prediction.
I would. Even if I didn't like Call of Duty.
I hate Call of Duty, hence why I'm playing it. God, I haven't played this game in ages.
So, any particular streamers you predict?
I would have said Doc earlier on. What's he called? Doc something or other. But he had recently had controversy and all, so I don't think so. I know Lyric won't because he's on the fence about even going to E3. So maybe no, I don't think he would. Oof. It's gonna be some like, you know, smash that like button type that he doesn't even understand how Twitch works.
Syndicate.
Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll play games.
We're going live in about
The
10
booby
minutes.
woman, potentially.
All of them.
Oh, they might do that, like, oh, women in game. Oh, bully hunters. They're making a comeback.
Oh god, that would be awful.
I'm waiting for David is Gaming HD to show up.
Why would we have to make a callback to that? Leave him alone.
Because he's amazing
Such a
and
long
Scottish, and I love him.
Oh.
He's
Yeah,
a great
it'll
guy.
be someone. It's probably for the. I can imagine it'll be for Forza, maybe something like that, with them like all
I know
competitive. Like,
one YouTuber that'll definitely show up because she works for the PC game. That's what do you call it? OMG, it's Firefox. She'll be there.
Yeah, they're typically there, aren't they? Was it?
Yeah, 'cause she's-
Is it iJustine and things that turn up a lot to them sort of things? That
Oh
name rings a
god,
bell.
yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone likes iJustine, but she does show up.
We can't talk shit about other people here. It's not nice unless we've done
I'm not
something
talking
horrifically
shit. I
wrong.
just don't get why she shows up. She's not like a big gaming channel.
Right,
really.
alright, I see what you mean. You don't believe she... Yeah,
She's like
she
more
does
of a blogger
tech,
than a
I'm pretty
gamer.
sure. Yeah, she's just like...
She's,
But I guess if
Technically
she's a
vlogs,
popular
but-
face, it brings more viewership at the end of the day. That's why
I mean,
Terry
she
Crews
has
is going to be there as
gaming channel.
Bedlam.
I hope so. God, imagine. What a world we live in.
Yeah.
Little Terry Crews.
Well, I will have to check whether it's okay to re-stream, well, or stream E3 and flip. I also was going to watch the Funhouse stream and watch them get pissed and do it at the same time.
Which we probably still should. It's fun.
Yeah, it's also very fun. But I also
Oh,
like
damn
having
people.
having us three here just ripping on it would also be great.
Yeah, we can probably
Somebody
definitely
else.
do the audio at least. The actual video.
Well, no, because Funhouse does.
Yeah, they
really
do
great.
that and they're fine, but they are under the protection of like full screen and that and Rooster Teeth, so it's like I've seen them go, oh shit, and then they'll switch to the IGN stream and they'll have the IGN logo at the corner while they're streaming it. It's like there's no.
Yeah, I think it's okay when.
Because I think since it is just advertising essentially for them, it shouldn't be a problem.
You wouldn't think so. But fuck knows?
The best way to check will be we'll hold off, see if other people start streaming it, and then with such small scale, I can't imagine it's gonna matter.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
I'll put it in a small window or something. Actually, no, I kind of want to make a nice set for it, to be honest. You know, like a stage with like a hollowed out box and us at the top. It'd be lovely. But anyway. Like, switching from the going deep to, oh, we need a clever witty name for probing E3. E3 go home, got it.
Oh, I like that.
It makes no sense. Okay.
It's just, I'll take it.
I like that.
I was way too proud of myself.
How long have you been thinking of that one, James?
A good 2 seconds, because I thought of probing, then I was doing the gesture of poking my finger at it. Oh, like E.T. Oh, E3.
E3
like
sounds like E.T. I get it.
E3
God,
go home. That's what we'll call it. Because why not?
I'll make a set for that then.
I'm just picturing like a dark like outline enough to put like, or even if you just want to make the set, and I'll stick the box in to put the video in.
That's the plan.
And then maybe like, you see what Going Deep is on the podcast now? Like, I'll just put us up there, like out the way, so it's got a good view of the actual stream. And then I might add our predictions on the side. I might not, depending on feeling.
Have them scrolling. I like.
Yeah,
scrolling.
that's not the worst idea. It's.
I'll make the E3 go.
But it's still got a good while yet, but if anyone in the comment section or watching the Twitch stream wants us to do that, because nobody's here anyway, and I don't know why I'm trying to do this, feel free to let us know, and we may or may not do it, because we're inconsistent as ever. Oh,
don't worry, I'm working on
we
the
still
E3
drink at the same time. I might still drink at the same time.
I'll be drinking. I can almost guarantee
I probably won't unless I'm not at home.
I'm an alcoholic.
I'm not gonna be like on the whole, like, you know, like I'm not gonna be pissed by the time it gets round to Terry Crews turning up.
Oh, I will.
But that's my issue, Dan. You not drinking can be scarily unfiltered. You drinking, we'd get
even
banned.
more That's the fun part. You never know what that wacky Dan will say.
You're just gonna have to have a hotkey that cuts the audio and plays the beep noise. So every time Dan starts to say something, you just go beep.
I'll just make the noise myself and go meep.
Good luck with that, boys.
I'll pre-record my own beep, like a really petty one going meep.
Alright, I'll make my E3 set now. Let's have a look what colour I'm going to use. I'll use green because it's a bit of an ET-ish colour.
Oh, we're going green. I was just thinking like different shades of black and grey, like the Discord colours.
Nope, that's cheating.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'm working on it. Don't worry, I'm working on it.
You have to think, like, most of the bottom of it is just going to be covered by E3 anyway, and the top half is going to be us three and
going to be any new card games announced?
I mean, not announced. I thought they were going to show more of Artifact, whatever that Valve one's called.
I don't know, did they really want to do that again? Here we go, guys! New IP, huh? Huh?
Oh god, it was amazing though. It's
cards!
Like... God, the disappointment.
How did they predict that? Why didn't they just say no Half-Life 3, by the way? I know they would have thought less of an audience,
just boot the hall for 3 hours, and just have Gabe Newell just walk up and say, it's not Half-Life 3, and then just walk off, and then everyone goes home.
Then the Buck and Bronco comes in. We get Gabe on it.
The entire conference ends. This entire conference ends. Just Gabe just walks up and goes, "It's not Half-Life 3. Go home." And then just walks off, and that's the entire conference.
We're making too much money to give a shit. And just walks off.
God, he's a bit of an asshole.
But I love him.
God, I want to be him.
I want to tickle his beard and tell him everything's gonna be okay.
He knows it's gonna be okay. He's fucking loaded. God, I respect him for that.
Right, is there anything else to say? Because then I'll just wrap it up otherwise, because otherwise we're just gonna start blathering.
Do you want to talk about the Valve thing?
I don't know anything about it, but if you're willing to explain it to us...
I don't know that much about it.
All I know is they're removing visual novels and things.
Yeah, basically media group that's trying to censor graphic pornography and stuff, and basically they've threatened PayPal to stop supporting Steam because Steam has pornographic games on its site.
They're threatening my way of life.
And Steam has caved, and they've threatened, or they've warned a bunch of visual novels to, censor themselves or get kicked off the platform. Even though a lot of the ones they have warned are not actually pornographic, and there's also some much worse games that they do have, like Witcher and Mass Effect and such, that are way more pornographic than them, but they're too big to be attacked by some prude somewhere. So basically, it's Steam being hypocrites and caving to people who are trying to get rid of nudity without actually checking if there's actual nudity in the games.
Yeah. Which I assume that their way of saying we can't be bothered to go through game by game because it's just too much time and money. We'd rather just do a big blanket, like everyone just no, out, no. No. Age is a number, Japan! Age is a number!
Yeah, one big problem is the fact that because of this, Steam are actually doing creation, so they have to go through and actually say we can't have this on our platform, but they're not doing that for asset flips and actual shitty games.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I remember reading some of that. It's more the fact that they're more concerned about this than they are the terrible content they've got on there. Like, my god, you can buy some proper trash. Like,
I love that.
It's like the ones that, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Jim Sterling did a video of, like, someone who was charging, like, 900 quid for essentially just an asset flipped game that was just an empty field with some trees in it. Why is that a thing? Where's the filter there? Who went, seems legit, and just put it through?
I thought it was pretty good.
It was a solid game. Worth every quid.
Oh god, easily. I'm just working on the E3 go home. It's looking pretty good.
I understand with the sheer scale of it, it's difficult to moderate. But also, because of the sheer scale of it, and the amount of money they're probably making, surely they can invest in people to help deal with this a bit. Or at least make a system where we can get this stuff cleared off. I know they're probably thinking, oh, we'll put it in the hands of the public. Don't put it in the hands of the public into anything. The public are stupid, they're terrible. I'm sorry, random person that may or may not be watching, but you're one of them.
Yeah, Liz.
You're the problem.
I'm one of them too. Where,
you're the worst.
Let's say, alright, Destiny 3 comes out, it's even more of a microtransaction shit fest. People are like, oh, but we'll give the power to remove games to the gamers. They're just going to, remove, and it's going to get removed off the site, and it's going to go, no, I didn't want it removed. It wasn't bad. It was bad, but I just didn't like it. People are going to abuse the system, essentially, what I'm going to say. If you can find a way to maybe hand-pick people for their dedication.
The problem with Greenlight is people were basically buying votes.
Yeah.
That's true.
God, it's...
And now with Steam Direct, they don't even have to do that. They just have to buy the license. That's it. Give us 100 quid, we'll put your game on Steam.
I'm sure they'll say, well, we can filter the stuff out because you just go for the top selling. You're not going to get shit in there. Yeah, but the new releases where people are like, ooh, like Ting Tang, no. They're looking through.
It's an interesting comparison.
Sorry, I got into the rhythm of it. No one that's not from the UK is going to get that.
Yeah, if you say ooh, you have to follow through. Regardless of what you're talking about, you have to follow through. It's basically law.
I do that on a daily basis. I often follow through.
Oh shit, I got my phone.
The only one we had.
Oh, it's boiling. It's
still
so
works,
warm.
but it can't stand up on its own.
Neither can I. Help me.
I'm gonna have to buy a new fan, I think.
What was it about again? Oh yeah, but they've got to find a new system. Maybe that's what they might announce with Valve. They might go, ooh, I don't know why, but ooh, look at this.
Wait, Steam is not shit anymore.
People go,
ooh.
Actually, the one thing we didn't note down is any hard boos. That's the one thing we didn't mention.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hard boos, yeah.
Hard booze.
No Pokemon, or not the Pokemon they expected. Sorry, not the Pokemon they expected. Hard boo. I think that's... Would they do that? Yeah, I think they would. I think they went, we're re-releasing Pokemon Snap. The people just riot onto the stage and beat up whichever man's presenting it. Pitchforks and torches style.
What else? I've got Battlefront and Skyrim re-release in the May.
Oh, you think they might boo that? Another Skyrim release?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
it definitely won't get applause. It would be like...
Yeah.
Missed YouTube, Boogie.
Yeah, so I think the Pokemon thing's gonna be the biggest thing. I can't... yeah, so Battlefront will also be a big, like, trigger for some people.
Yeah.
My prototype for the E3 go home, by the way. That I've literally just knocked up in the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's pretty much the right kind of idea.
Not bad.
Obviously the red box was just an idea of what the thing would look like.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I'll just stick like a light border around the edge of where the thing is, just to give it a bit of like a container, but... I do like the finger, I just noticed it.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, what happened to the banner in your stream, James?
What happened to the... Oh, sorry. I just opened it on the wrong side, so yeah.
Oh,
That's my issue with doing... I have to not look at the other... Like, not touch the other monitor. Because if I do... Ooh, look, there's my mouse. I might even, like... Do you know, I think it'd be better to even put the E3 Go Home, like, in the bottom left and have the finger poke in the screen. I don't know why.
Oh, that's a good idea. I was gonna put it in the bottom
And
left.
then we could put us along the bottom. I can put us wherever, as long as it's... I might even just use the standard Discord,
put it on the left-hand side,
Oh god, I've covered over our faces again. I gotta stop doing that.
Alright, we've got another version of the thing now then. I'll quickly send this one.
We should probably not be discussing things that people can't see.
Liz can see it, and she's the only one watching.
Yeah, but if we upload this to YouTube, it's a bit harsh on people who don't actually know what we're looking at.
True.
Well, fuck those people.
Well, Jesus. For the people who are watching, which I really hope you do, please stay. For me.
Please. We love you.
Watching.
It's essentially E3 Go Home and it's got a little finger coming off the E. That's it, the E3 finger. There you go. Now you know what's going on. You're all caught up.
God, don't you feel special?
You feel like a real special snowflake because you are the only one watching this podcast. Yes, you. I'm talking to you, the other person listening to this, which is probably just me later on trying to check the audio and seeing if everything turned out okay. But good for you, future James. How are you doing? Did you finish that work? I hope you did.
You definitely didn't.
And put the cookies on. Put the goddamn cookies down.
Future Jack, if you're watching this, just get your shit together, please.
Hi, Dan.
How did you get through 3 hours of this, whoever you are? Just stop.
It's impressive.
And you skip forward. Why? What were you hoping at the end? What did you think was going to happen here? Was it all going to kick off? Look at the chat. I know. It's overwhelming. I don't think there's anything else to say. Did we?
Other predictions?
We said the booze. We've said our predictions. If we think of anything in the meantime, we can add it in for when we actually watch the stream.
I'll put a pin post in Naked Twister Party, I think, and then we can edit it if we think so.
Yeah. I'm just
Any of it should be uploaded
to this thing that I've made.
Should I do a proper YouTube outro? I'm feeling like doing not a proper like.
Smash the like button.
No, that's the one thing I can't do. I don't want people damaging the screens.
I made another edit to it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could color coordinate our names, by the way. But any. I'm just being awkward at that point.
You're a whore.
I am. You're right. But if any of you happen to be watching, thank you, and also why. And I will probably put this up on YouTube, and there would have to be anyone watching on Twitch that I can't actually see watching it currently because I've maybe got some flashy setting on and you're lurking about. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Even if the other two don't, I do.
I appreciate it.
I like the approval.
I don't understand it, but I guess I appreciate it.
But it will be going up on YouTube, hopefully, and if you're watching on YouTube, my god.
We should probably put the E3 thing on YouTube if we do it. That might...
Yeah, we will probably watch Easter and assume we might not. Me, Dan, and Jack will probably be playing games on stream at some point next couple of days. Well, from when this video was put up. Jack, Dan will, Jack. Yeah,
Right.
Jack's a thing. Jack's a person.
I am indeed an entity that exists.
He's the guy who pulls the strings in the background.
Yeah.
He's like the puppeteer. We're really dodgy puppets.
Oh god, yeah, we are.
We're like second hand and no one else wants us.
I'm just blackmailing both of them.
Yeah.
They don't want to be here.
Like look at the logos. Which one do you think looks like, you know, refined and intelligent out of these three? Which one looks like there's been time spent into making things look delicate?
Thank you.
I know, Dan. I'm really proud of what you've done.
I tried.
I do like the DeepPuns logo. It looks very crisp and clean.
I didn't even get a shout out.
You used an avatar maker.
That's irrelevant. I had to edit him.
He's got purple hair and everything.
My life has no meaning.
Right, we really do have to wrap this up because anyone that's listening to this, I don't know. Albin might. But other than that, no. Thank you for watching. I really hope the audio didn't break to absolute shit. I will hopefully put a link to the Lobster Hand stuff underneath of the YouTube channel if we do upload it to there, and that will probably be done soon. If it's, as I said, if the audio's good. If it's not, you wouldn't be watching this in the first place, actually. So I don't know why I'm even telling you that. Do you want to say bye? I said bye. There you go.
Bye.
Homosexual.
What? Why?
You said bye.
Oh, I see what you did there. I thought you were just trying to make a statement.
Hell of a statement.
I was going to say Jesus, Jack. I'm ending it. That's a good finish right there. See.